called in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Bucks.
and brews.
Brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. This is our favorite episode of the year, every year. It's our annual baseball episode, and we are joined in studio with the eye candy, Mr. Michael Benson.
It's been it was when we did this last year.
I think this is the last time you were in studio.
In studio. Yeah.
The great Professor David Siwik.
Hello.
And his wonderful brother Daniel.
Oh.
Who's
So,
older by
and
by how many seconds?
I'm older. It's probably a few minutes.
You look older.
It's a few.
Much older.
There you go.
You act older.
Yeah.
It's-
I have the persona. So
Daniel's got a little more gray in his beard.
Hey, I'll take that. He looks older.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Maybe that's what the bandana on the professor is. It's to keep the gray from showing in the.
Yep.
Maybe he'll
Reveal
reveal
all my secrets. I might.
You and I are the grayest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
here.
So you have nothing
Yes.
to talk.
I mean, we are also the two oldest motherfuckers
We are the two
here.
oldest motherfuckers here. I
Yep,
mean,
true.
Yep.
one of us is 50.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
One of us is just knocking on 48, and the other two are knocking on 47.
Yep.
Yep.
And
So-
Sure.
Nick's over here at like
Yeah.
35.
Nick's a little kid in the room. A little bit. The kid in the room.
Honestly, I definitely am not the littlest here. That's fucking shit.
Yeah. He's the kid in the room though.
Nick, I'm gonna ask this of you first.
I'm so excited for this question.
Nick, what are you drinking?
I am attempting to drink garage beer sponsored by Meister Mike Benson
All
because
right.
I didn't bring anything with me. The lime version
Why are you attempting, Mr. Nick?
because Mr. Nick makes really bad decisions the night before one of his favorite podcast episodes.
But this is Bucks and Brews. We drink here. What did you do last night?
We definitely drink here, but we also drank last night a little too much. By a little, I mean a lot too much.
Are you a little hungover?
Oh God, yes.
I woke up.
Are you potentially still drunk?
So like it was weird. I walked up.
Ask him in an hour.
I walked
Oh,
up
yeah.
the steps, and I've been working. I got up this morning and had to do some work. I didn't. It's cold outside, right? So I haven't been sweating, and so then I got in here and I sat down, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, I'm getting real hot." I was like, "This beer is just gonna start flowing out of my body." Yeah, it's What about you, David?
I'm having my new favorite beer from Untitled Art, a dark chocolate truffle pastry stout.
This is so good.
Have you had it?
Yeah.
It's delicious. It literally tastes like drinking Hershey's syrup.
Wow.
It's so
Wow.
good.
You might need to
Good.
bring that down a little bit so I can have a taste.
Oh, you've had this. We had this at Beer Exchange.
Maybe we did.
The last time we went. What was it? Your retirement party.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot from that.
Oh,
I drank a lot.
we had several of these that night.
We bought $18 a slice, 14-inch.
No.
That was his birthday.
That was my birthday.
Birthday. Okay.
Yeah, Nick bought pizza on Mike's birthday because we might have been a little drunk.
$18.
It was $18 a slice.
These places were like,
Yeah.
So okay, but still.
They
$18.
They were like 3 Sbarro pieces.
I
to
think
give
it's
you
like
an idea.
an 18-inch pizza. It's pretty big. But what pissed me off was I think we bought 6 slices.
you could have literally bought the full pizza.
The
for-
full pizza, right? I could have.
Ah, well, they get you.
I think I could have saved $2 and got 2 extra
Yeah.
slices of pizza, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like, what part of this?
We might have been a little drunk that night.
It's I can't believe I would ever get drunk.
Me either.
Yeah.
How
So-
dare you?
And then I had to fly out the next morning.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. You had to go for a work trip. All right. Eye candy, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking what Nick is drinking because I brought that. Because the other stuff that I brought, you were like, no, we're saving that for when I'm here in a few weeks.
Yeah, spring break episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Civic boys, what do we got?
Well, Starbucks. I think it's Sumatra. Cafe Sumatra.
Oh,
all right. Look at you.
look at him.
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah,
like,
Red
you
Bull.
wing.
Yeah. Gives you wings.
Because these boys are smart and they just don't drink.
They just don't drink anymore.
Prevention is the best way
Yeah.
to cure.
It's remarkable how well it works. It really is.
I have had
Yeah.
many drunken nights in this room with all 4 of these men.
Yeah.
Two of them no longer drink.
Sure.
Well, not in
I'll
this
drink to
room.
both of you.
This room with two of us.
Cheers, boys.
So,
I'll drink to all of you. So this is always one of our favorite episodes. I'm going to start it out with a kind of a loaded question. Who's winning the World Series?
Uh,
Same
I
thing.
mean, who's going to win versus who would we prefer to see win?
Both. Let's go with who's going to win, and then who would we prefer to see win?
I mean, it could be the Dodgers because they're basically pegged to win for the next like 5 years.
Yep.
Deferred contracts. I'm not down.
No, yeah,
Nick
no.
is. I am not.
I'm
I-
all about it.
I think you can defer the money, but it needs to go against your,
There's
Like-
no salary cap.
There isn't.
or you
Well,
need to pay a luxury tax
right,
on it. So it
right,
makes it
yep.
where you can't just do it for like your entire roster.
Oh crap.
Which is basically what the Dodgers.
And
are
they
doing.
did increase
I mean-
the luxury tax threshold by the
Well,
way.
and
It
here's-
keeps going up and up.
yeah, here's the
Yeah.
other thing about that luxury tax. It's called that somewhat jokingly, but it is actually a fine a team pays for
Yeah, right.
violating what is
right.
the non-salary cap. So, but with that said, I will definitely echo. I think the Dodgers. I don't want them.
I agree. The
I mean,
Dodgers.
I'm not necessarily a fan of that happening because there are other teams I prefer to win it. I don't have anything against the Dodgers, but I prefer other teams to win it, including this one right
Yeah.
here,
I mean,
Detroit.
we've all got our like 2 of us are wearing Chicago Cubs, but I mean,
Sure.
I'd like to see 3. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
see that.
That's right.
Mr. Siwik has a Cubs Guardian shirt
But I
on.
might
All
go
was the
against,
Indians.
you know, I
fan.
might piss off the, but I'd like to see the Indians get a shot.
I would too. I love the Guardians.
Or Guardians, yes.
Yeah.
Cleveland is just kind of forgot about all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
And
all right with forgetting about him.
I know you are. Well, you're a Tigers fan.
I know.
I mean, again, I would love to see the Cubs win. Secondly, I'd like to see the Tigers win. If neither of those teams are going to win, I'm all in on the Guardians. I
Anybody?
love Cleveland. Their ballpark's
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, it's a good
Uh,
baseball town.
Well, they
Yep.
suffered
They're a good
for a
team.
long time
Yep.
without championships.
So you and I need to talk. I think this summer, when Caitlin's, got a couple days, we need to take a trip to Cleveland because she's got some female-owned bar that she wants to go
that's cool.
to, and I think we should hit a Guardians game.
I'd
just
like to go
for
back to
shits and
Cleveland again.
giggles.
I had a really fun time when I went
It's
there.
a really nice town. We had a lot of fun there.
What day?
I will do that.
Seriously.
I would love to take a road trip.
Yeah.
With, honestly,
That'd be a lot of fun. I've driven around Cleveland, driving over towards the East Coast, but never actually stopped in town. So that would be a
There-
great thing.
it's a really cool city. I did Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and a Guardians game last year. Mike went the
Nice.
fall before.
It was 2023, yeah.
Um,
I took a trip by myself. I'd never done it before, and I'm like,
Ah.
yeah.
Cool.
You hit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Yeah.
and a few other places. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is small. Like,
It
it's
really is.
3 or 4 floors. It should be huge.
Yeah, it could be bigger, but I mean, like you said, a lot of it is just like a lot of displays about like just how rock and roll formed and the history of it, and but then it gets to the point of like what they consider the true Hall of Fame is literally just a room that would probably be about as big as like this room and the one with
Really?
like the fridge next to it.
Yeah.
It's just plaques on the wall.
It's just
I
the
got it
plaques of every
interesting.
year that somebody,
Huh.
whoever was
That's it.
inducted
in
that year.
Okay.
That's the
Huh.
true Hall of
Mhm.
Fame, and then they have a thing outside where you can like vote for who you think
Yep.
should
Hmm.
be able to be in.
All right, you haven't said who's going to win.
Oh, Dodgers.
So
Who do I want to win? The Tigers.
I want
Who
the
do,
Cubs
who,
to
who-
win.
who do I not want to win?
Who do you?
The Yankees.
I think, see, and
They thought-
I actually think that
absolutely.
I'm gonna go against the grain here. I think that's who's gonna win.
Who?
The Yankees.
Yankees?
Get the fuck out.
Look, I fucking don't want them to win more than anybody else here, but the fact of the matter is, they got fairly close last year.
Yep.
They have the guns and they're due.
They're not due.
Yeah.
Even due, because if you're talking due, the Red Sox were due for how many fucking
Yes.
years? The
Cubs
White
were due.
Sox, the Cubs,
Tigers
the
are due.
Guardians.
Yeah.
The Tigers haven't won since
But-
'84.
Yeah,
But they, but
One year,
the
isn't it?
Yankees are the fucking Yankees.
They are the Yankees.
That's,
But they just got rid of their player.
But
What's,
even-
Juan Soto.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they did.
yeah, and somebody else too, right? So I thought somebody else left too.
That's possible. I
I
don't,
saw Soto, a pretty good spring training highlight
Yeah.
game there 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
the Mets are going to be a good team.
Oh yeah, they are.
I just don't think they have the depth to make it past the Dodgers.
no. And we're 10 minutes in, and I haven't even mentioned this. We have live real baseball on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Cubs Dodgers
Yep.
in Japan.
In Japan, which is
Oh,
really weird.
I'll be up at 6 in the morning watching that shit.
And then they're going to fucking resume spring training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blows my mind.
You can watch that now. You have
I can, yeah.
Superbox. You're welcome.
Well, I've been watching World Baseball Classic. So
How's that?
it's fun. I really enjoy it. I watched China get their ass beat by Brazil. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you their ass beat, I mean just so much. It
Hmm.
looked like Little League baseball.
Really.
China did a pitching change after like one batter.
Oh,
I don't know what happened, and then the next pitcher got lit up, and the next pitcher got lit up, and it just was runaway game. It was great.
And I think that brings into something like the Largo de Apoptosis. Their owners, Nick and Andrew, are big hockey fans.
Oh,
Like
sure.
they've always got hockey on. And I was watching after Canada won the Four Nations tournament,
Mhm.
and they're like, should other sports do it? I said, the only other really sport that could do it is baseball.
Yeah.
They're the only one that has such an international presence.
Basketball.
A
can do
little
it.
bit, but you're still only looking at one or two of the pro players that would be on like a
Yeah.
Greece team or something like that.
Yeah,
You
you're
could-
not going to get a ton.
No, you're not going to do it.
Greece
It
and
could be like
Spain.
it could be like a regional one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I see what you're saying with baseball has the structure, it has a lot of clubs. You could do that.
Yeah.
When you think of the other American sports where
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah,
maybe
and
some
you
other
could
global
do it in
sports.
you could do it in soccer.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
like a
Right.
major.
Right.
And of course, it
Soccer
already
does.
is.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, but you do it but you get the pros together like they
Mhm.
do, and yeah, but I know that's what
Yeah.
like it's more based US based,
Mhm.
Yeah. And
like the teams here, but
Hmm.
yeah,
I think baseball, of all the big American sports, so we'll just say American football, hockey, basketball, baseball, of that list, I think baseball and basketball, but basketball is specific to the NBA. And curiously enough, when all the European players started playing in the NBA, it kind of shifted the focus back to America with that league, which is really
Yeah.
kind of funny. But I agree with baseball. Right now, you have obviously the 30-some American Major League Baseball teams that would be able to compete. If we are going to set something up that tried to be the top level in other countries, top level leagues competing, which is what the World Baseball Classics does at the national level, it would be really cool.
That would.
Think
Yeah.
about I'll just say the New York Yankees, but the Detroit Tigers, Chicago Cubs playing the Hansu Tigers
Yeah.
from Japan.
yeah.
I don't know what other world leagues would be somewhat comparable, but I gotta imagine Mexico.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be one immediately.
Dominican Republic.
Yep, Dominican.
Even
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
If
Yeah.
the country's
I
not
mean-
exactly functioning right now, but
There's
Cuba, if it
that's
wasn't
Cuba.
yeah.
so
Same thing.
closed off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's still out there.
Right.
The players that come have to defect from their country.
Yep. So it would be so cool to see that.
No, I fully agree. But even if you took just the major league teams like they did with the NHL and put them into, their countries, you'd have a Japanese one
Yep.
without a problem. You'd have
Yep.
any one of the major countries that bring Latin America.
Sure,
Probably a
Venezuela,
couple from there.
Dominica.
Probably a couple from there, and then of course the United States would have their
Yep.
born and bred ones, and that would probably be that make it pretty cool, I think.
Mhm.
So let me ask this. Hand this down to Mr. Benson so he can taste.
Remember what it tastes like?
Let me ask this. You can't pick your favorite teams because obviously we would like to see the Cubs.
Cubs, Tigers.
You like that,
Yeah.
don't you?
Oh yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah.
You can't pick the Cubs and Tigers.
Mhm.
So let's say the Dodgers are off the board.
Okay.
Who do you think, other than the Dodgers, could win the World Series?
And at that point, you're looking at I think the Yankees or the Guardians could win,
Mhm.
and the Mets, because like I said, the Mets have Soto. They should
Yeah,
be a
the-
strong team.
I agree. The Mets are definitely a real possibility. I'm gonna, if they do what they did last year, Philadelphia,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely a
Philly
possibility.
is very strong.
And they'll probably right back in it this year. I don't see
Mhm.
why not.
Yeah, for a National League team, I could see the Mets. They have a realistic chance, I think, this year.
As far as American League, the Guardians for sure. I always said the Yankees. Those are really the two
Yeah.
I think.
I would hope the Guardians got a good shot. I always hope they have a good shot. And again, they're the basis of my favorite baseball movie of all time,
Mhm.
Major League.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Which is just such a great movie. So many
It is.
great lines from
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh,
I'm wearing that
Hardware.
shirt right now.
Yes.
Great.
Nick,
Help poop.
Just a bit outside.
No, we'll talk about that in a second.
Too high.
Besides,
Yeah, say as bad as it is,
who
right?
gives a shit? It was gone.
I would say the Mets.
Okay.
Right, possibility. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard because I said we can't say the Dodgers, and that's the only thing I think that's gonna just run away with everything. So
I'm hopeful. Again, it's a 7-game series. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
And they got it there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's it.
I guess you
Any
know,
one tool goes down and they're
oh
Right.
gosh,
they're exposed.
Yep.
Like you lose somebody like other Otani, and that if Otani gets hurt in any way,
They're in trouble.
Right.
But even Mookie Betts. I mean, if
Well,
you
Mookie
lose Mookie
Betts,
Betts,
yeah.
you're in trouble.
Oh, so you know what? I'm
or
gonna
one of the other pitchers.
Houston, right? I think the Astros. have a
Yeah,
chance.
Houston's got it.
He's always got a
Yes, for
chance,
sure.
Yeah.
Before we get too far into this episode, I want to make a couple toasts.
Okay.
So I want to make a toast to the great Bob Euchre, who
Oh,
just
yeah.
passed away.
Yeah,
So,
for
To
sure.
Bob.
To Bob.
To Bob.
Bob,
yeah.
Coming up this week is the toast to Harry Carey for his birthday.
Mhm.
All
So,
right.
Harry.
Harry.
two of the greatest announcers of all time.
Of all time. And I'm going to make one more announcement to the man I went to sleep to every night in the summer, Ernie Harwell.
Yeah,
Or, well,
for sure.
To
Ernie Harwell.
Ernie.
except there's just that 70s, 80s, just early 90s. You just had some of the greatest announcers.
Are we getting to the point? Because, like, Pat Hughes is great.
Yeah.
But are we getting to the point where people are going to forget how great the radio baseball announcer is? So, like, Len Casper left the Cubs TV booth
Mhm.
to go broadcast radio games for the White Sox
Yep.
because he liked
Yeah.
the idea of broadcasting on radio because you have to paint a picture. And I know you two love to listen to radio
Yeah, very much.
baseball. I do too.
We are huge fans of Dan Dickerson from the Tigers. I
Uh-huh.
think he's one of the greatest. To answer your question, Dave, I don't think so because I think baseball being the fact that it's live still, I
There's
think
still a lot of game days.
it will always have a live audience. It may not necessarily be radio per se in the future, maybe the MLB app or whatever,
Yeah.
but or a local station app. They ever figured a licensing out with it, but I think it'll always be there. I do, especially because I mean this is considered the golden age of podcast right now that we're in. I
Mhm.
mean, there's so many people that like to listen to things
Yeah.
versus watching it.
Well, I mean, when you're on the go, it's easy.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think radio would, like you said, Dan, if we expand our definition of radio a little bit and
Mhm.
define it as listening to the game,
Mhm.
I don't think that's going to go away entirely. But I don't want to not overlook or overlook entirely whether or not you would still be able to listen to it on an actual radio.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
For sure.
part of that is going to depend on factors way beyond
Yeah.
any broadcaster's control, because the radio stations there's 5 companies basically in the country that own
Yeah.
every radio station that exists,
Most.
and they're very poorly managed. Most of them are losing a ton of money,
Mhm.
and commercial radio is just an absolute shitstorm right now. So all that stuff is going on, and that, of course, is part of the reason why the amount of people who listen to radio has declined over the years. It's a perfect storm. I would really, really miss it if I couldn't turn on a radio and have a ball game on.
So I remember going to a football camp in June of 90. What year did you graduate? 91?
92.
92. So June of 92, I go to a football camp.
Mhm.
And might have been 93, it doesn't matter. And I'm rooming with Matt Britton.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We played ball with him.
Yep. We did. Stas
And
is a great guy too.
lights out, right?
Mhm.
Lights are out. But there's a ball game on the radio.
Yeah.
And he's got it. I think it was a White Sox game at the time because we were in Illinois.
Mhm.
And we're listening to the ball game.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely great.
who doesn't, if you're a sports fan, who doesn't want to listen to a ball game when they're
Right.
going to sleep? I loved
I do too.
listening to that shit. I remember during the Cubs World Series run in 16,
Yep.
there would be games where I'm like, fuck this. They're down by 4. It's fucking over.
Right.
Fuck it. I'm going to sleep.
Yep.
And I would go to sleep and my daughter would not.
Mhm.
And I would wake up in the morning and there'd be a note in the bathroom. They won.
They
Yeah.
That's all there was.
Yeah.
They won.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. What did I miss?
Right. Yeah.
And I was okay missing it because okay, I got my sleep and
Yeah.
they won. Now I can go back and look at it. I have anxiety, so
Oh, sure.
I don't want to deal with the anxiety. I remember during the 7th game of the World Series, they got up really big early.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting there the entire time going, this is the greatest thing ever. I don't have to worry. And then Rajay Davis, it's a fucking home run.
Absolutely, Davis.
And I was on the phone with you.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
they're going to fucking lose. They're going to fucking lose. They've done all of this shit and they're going to fucking lose. And I was doom and gloom until the last out that
Yeah.
Bryant threw over to Rizzo. It was like when he hit that home run, Caitlin got so pissed. She threw something across the room and marched upstairs.
Wow.
So she watched the rest of the game upstairs until Zobers hit that double.
Oh.
And when Zobers hit that double, I heard her screaming upstairs. And back down the stairs she came. I stayed up till like 6 in the morning because I was so excited. And again, when your team wins, I think with baseball, it's different than every other sport because they have double the games of anybody.
Oh, right.
And when you can grind it out for 162 and then win 3 playoff series, it's such a awesome feeling, but it's also just so grinding because I mean the season starts the end of March.
I will argue with any sports fan any day. There is no championship that's harder to win than baseball.
I would agree.
It is not the Super Bowl. It is not
It's,
the NBA championship. It is baseball. And the reason for that is exactly what you just said, because they play a minimum twice as many games as most other leagues. Literally 10 times as many as the NFL, close to it anyways. And in order to last that long, they start out spring training when it's still winter for half the country, and then they end when it's back to being winter for half the country. In order to grind that whole season out, truly, it is the best team that wins in the end.
The old cliche, it's a marathon, not a
Yep,
sprint.
It is.
Survival of the fittest.
Well,
No other league offers that.
If you grab the greatest player in any sport, so I think we could probably all agree, maybe not Nick, greatest basketball player of all time is probably Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If you take him and put him on any team, he's still winning a bunch of championships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So greatest football
Who
player.
do you think I would pick if it wasn't Jordan?
Are you a LeBron guy?
Oh,
or
God, no.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Mike and I are very much on this. It's Jordan and then Kobe.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So they have
Killer
this,
instinct.
they have
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
outlook on the game.
Yeah,
I'm
win
gonna
it-
kick your ass.
And I'm going to win at all
If
costs.
Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant hadn't been killed in that helicopter crash,
Yeah.
he absolutely would
The-
have a legacy
the-
right now that would.
The
Yep.
one that definitely I know it's not a basketball program, but I agree that LeBron is not even in. No.
I mean, he's a great player.
Yes,
I'm not
but
taking
he's-
anything away.
But he's not.
He's not the
Michael
greatest of all
Jordan.
time.
It's longevity that's made him have his number.
It is.
Got it.
for
He's
sure.
having
Just
a-
like Kareem.
Yep. And LeBron's having an incredible season right now, and he's been in the league now for what, 15, 16?
Oh,
It's pretty
Longer.
Way longer.
longer than that.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
Greatest
He
hockey,
came right out of high
Yeah.
school, and I think he's
He did.
40 now.
Okay.
greatest
So there
hockey
you go.
player of all time.
Wayne,
Gretzky.
yeah, Wayne Gretzky.
I
Yeah.
mean, at this point,
He only won
yeah.
titles
Yeah.
with Edmonton.
Yeah.
But you could have put him on several other
I
teams.
thought he won one with the Kings. He didn't.
No, they got to the finals. I don't
Okay.
think they ever
They
won.
did.
He never won
Yeah.
one with the Kings. Okay.
But again, you could have put him on a lot
Yeah.
of teams and they
Yeah.
win.
Oh yeah.
And he would have absolutely pushed them to win.
Yeah.
Greatest football player of all time. We're going to argue about that. I'm going to say Walter, obviously.
And
A
again,
lot of people are going to
That's
say
another one
Brady.
you're gonna
Yeah,
say it's because
I'm going to say Tom Brady.
The nature of the sport.
Yeah.
It's quarterback
yeah,
driven.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you take Brady and put him on 5 other teams,
Yeah.
they're winning the
Yeah,
Super
oh,
Bowl.
for
you
sure.
saw with
Yeah.
Tampa.
Absolutely.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Tampa, they weren't better than New England. They just
Right.
ended up having Tom
They-
Brady,
they
so
had
now they
Tom
can win.
Brady. Yep.
Take the best baseball player of all time. So let's ask this question, Mike.
Mhm.
Your best baseball player of all time?
Still got to go with Willie Mays.
Joe DiMaggio.
Pete Rose.
Say Rose is great. I don't know, Ricky.
Willie Mays.
Okay.
If you take Willie Mays or Pete Rose or
DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio
Mhm.
or Ricky Henderson and put them on any other team,
Not
did they win the
necessarily.
championship?
Not necessarily.
No, there's no guarantee that they do
Right.
anything.
If there's a team that doesn't have pitching,
That's right. I
They're
was
not-
just gonna say that.
yeah.
If you don't have
Or
a
that
great
you don't have a
pitching
good
team,
defense.
you're not gonna.
Or a
you
good
put
catcher.
Greg Maddux on a team that doesn't have everything else that the Braves had. I mean, they never even won a championship.
They won one.
They won one.
They beat the Indians.
Like, with all
Well, I mean, you look at one of my favorite players, right? Justin Verlander.
I just gonna
Right?
say
We
that.
have an entire. We buy a team. We pull a Yankees.
Yep.
The Tigers do all this, and then we still don't win. And then, right? We all.
They didn't only have Verlander. They had Max Scherzer.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we had that. We also had David Price. We had. Like,
Yep.
we just
That team
had-
was stacked.
I
Yeah,
was,
like this
yeah.
was my heart breaks.
How
right?
close did they get? So they lost to the
We got
Cardinals.
swept- we
Was
got
it
swept in the finals by San Francisco?
so
The second
both
time.
both sweeps
Yeah. No, I think they won one game
against San Fran or
Yeah.
St. Louis?
Yeah, I think they won
But yeah,
one game
the San
against St. Louis.
Francisco 100,
But
the
But that shows, though, it goes back to several points that we've made in this episode, including the one I made a few minutes ago, how difficult it is in that league.
Yeah.
Nick, you identified a team that, my God, that's a Hall of Fame team on paper,
Right,
and
so-
they didn't win it all in the end.
Yeah.
It's that hard to do.
Speaking of that,
It's that hard to do.
I think that St. Louis team was a wild card team that won.
The
Okay.
Tigers were that year in 2002 or
Six.
2006.
Six.
They were a wild card team too.
Yeah.
you had mentioned Hall of Fame. Can we just talk about how
Do you want to?
one guy has to be the dumbest fucking guy?
Oh.
Should never have a vote.
I have Hall of Fame stuff right here. Let me
Okay.
pull it up
Okay.
while,
Yeah, that's fine.
while we talk about this
Yeah,
because
we can do
Rick
it.
and I are salty over this.
Okay.
This person should never have a vote. This person should
Never.
like you just proved that you don't know your head from your asshole, and you should just stop doing it.
So
right?
for anybody listening to us right now, Ichiro missed being unanimous by one fucking vote. There's
Yep.
only been one unanimous selection ever. It
Yep.
was Mariano Rivera.
Yep.
I'm not saying Mariano Rivera shouldn't have been automatic. He should
Right.
have been.
Mhm.
But how many ball players should have been fucking automatic?
That's
the
right.
fact that one guy voted against Nolan Ryan is fucking insane.
And I know who that guy was.
Who was-
Because it was
He's a sports writer for the Philadelphia Tribune.
I have a picture of him in my mind
Mhm.
right now because I remember watching Sunday Morning Program
Yeah, he used to be
ESPN
on-
after that happened. And
yeah,
this is what
the
he
sports
said.
reporters.
This is what he said, and this
Yeah.
shows you that a lot of the people that vote for the Hall of Fame are absolute
Mhm.
arrogant assholes that have nothing to be arrogant about. This guy who was, let's just say, did not indicate
Yeah.
that he was athletic, said, I had to vote against it because that's my job as a reporter.
Yeah, well,
He set
who
that
fucking gives
standard.
you the right?
He said he
Yeah,
was
what do
standard.
you know, pal?
Baseball, you're not a professional athlete. You couldn't even.
And he
pick a
wasn't
baseball
even in
out.
Nolan Ryan's market. He never
Yeah.
covered Houston or Texas.
So after that, I said
Or
to
the
my-
Mets?
Yep,
Or
I
the
said to
Mets?
myself,
Of
that's
California.
Yep.
Before we get
that's
into
that.
Ichiro,
Yeah.
you bring up Nolan Ryan.
Mhm.
Who has the most no hitters of all time?
It's Nolan Ryan.
Do we know how many?
Seven?
Except,
Seven.
Yeah. Yep.
Seven no
Mhm.
hitters, Nolan
Yeah.
Ryan most of all time. Who has the most one hitters of all time?
Nolan.
Nolan Ryan. Do we want to guess?
I'm gonna guess it's probably like 100.
It's not.
No?
Let's say
Okay.
It's
23.
okay. 23 is not a bad guess.
15.
15 is not a bad guess.
35.
12.
Wow.
12 one
Wow.
hitters.
See, that's-
See, I would think that would be a lot.
So in 19
hitter.
games, he gave up 1 or 0 hits. Who has the most 2 hitters of all time?
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan.
Anybody want to guess?
Nolan Ryan. Oh, how
It's,
many?
it's not 100. Don't get crazy.
40.
23 again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll guess the same thing. 23. That's a good guess.
All right.
23 it is.
If we're at 12.
18.
Ah,
18.
damn.
Yeah.
So still,
Who threw the most 3 hitters of all time?
They keep track of this shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nolan Ryan.
he
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
all right.
Do we want to guess how many?
23.
23.
23, come on, that's what we gotta guess.
Yeah, 30.
1920.
31.
31.
Ah.
3 hitters.
Yeah.
So this man
Yeah.
was not unanimous.
No,
How
it wasn't.
How
No.
was he not
I know.
unanimous? And also,
Because a sports journalist truly thinks he's that fucking important, and somebody needs to tell him, dude, you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
You haven't actually accomplished anything and nothing close to what he did. So get off your arrogant soapbox and vote for the fucker.
well, with that thought,
There it is.
Mhm.
with that thought with Nolan, when you look at him like as a pitcher,
Yep.
Mhm.
so What year did he start approximately in the majors?
I think it was 1969.
I believe it was
Yeah.
as well.
I was gonna guess 68. So, but late 60s, yeah, early 70s.
Who of us here were alive when he started?
None of us.
None of us.
Maybe.
None of us.
No,
Because we
mine
know it was
wasn't-
60s.
no.
So yeah.
No,
Yep.
74.
Who here was alive when he retired? Knowing Nick was born in the late 80s.
Oh,
So
Then
we're
we
talking.
all were
We
then.
all were.
Yeah.
We all were.
We all were.
He
Yep.
played over 20
He did.
seasons,
Yeah.
and he was as good when it ended
Yes.
Yeah.
as he was when
You need to give
he was
those-
better.
Those numbers that I sent you.
Yep.
I don't know if I have those. Do you have those?
I would have to.
I
'Cause
could-
send
I
it to you
could-
on like
I could
Messenger,
spend an
Was it
entire episode talking
this
about
one?
him.
Like well, that was one of them. I don't think I ever because I never found the other one that I saw.
So Mike sent me this. Nolan Ryan's ERA was 309 the year the White
Wow.
Album came out. Quiet. Who recorded the White Album?
That would be
The Beatles.
Beatles.
Did you know? Yeah, no fucking clue.
I mean, officially, it was
Nick,
just
you're not allowed
titled
to
and
not
that's
like
right.
the Beatles.
Right.
Okay?
It was White.
Yeah.
You just have to keep quiet
So the
about the
White,
Beatles music.
the White Album,
to not like the
early
Beatles.
in his career. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the White Album came out
I like Hey Jude.
69, 70, something like
no, that bit 67.
Okay, so he started before 69.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he starts 67.
The year
It's incredible.
Nevermind from Nirvana was released.
So you're lucky
Did he
you
have a
won.
higher or lower
Lower.
ERA?
Lower. Yeah, I'm gonna go slow.
Lower.
I already know it because
Lower.
lower.
Yeah.
I sent you the factoid.
That's
He had a
incredible.
309 ERA with the White Album. He had a
Mhm.
291 ERA when Nevermind came out from
Isn't
Nirvana.
that something?
Nolan Ryan, if they taught pitchers nowadays to have his mechanics, they wouldn't need their bullpen days and all this other bullshit that they think they need
Yep.
to keep their legs strong.
We wouldn't have this middle relief
Yeah.
pitcher. We wouldn't
No.
have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Imagine that. Imagine people
Openers.
playing the game of baseball the way it was intended to be.
We're
played.
fucking openers now. They
I
know.
one inning,
No,
whatever, but
I saw another one and I couldn't find it after, but it was something that was basically like Nolan Ryan had faced the last 3 single season home run leaders. So he faced Maris, he faced
Wow.
McGuire, he faced
interesting.
Bonds,
That's an interesting stat.
and
Ah.
their hitting percentage was very low. I mean,
Yeah.
not surprising because Maris really only
Yeah.
had the one
Yeah,
real
and that,
great
and
year.
and that would have been
But-
towards the end of his career.
0 home runs.
Yeah. Yeah.
These guys had no home runs against, and again, that's a number that again, Maris,
Mm,
not surprising, but for
Yeah.
him to go against McGuire and Bonds and them to hit no home runs
Right.
against him.
Yeah.
There-
Yeah, especially McGuire, because that would have been the prime of
Yep.
McGuire's career, and really not quite the prime of Nolan's, but close.
well, and let's get even crazier because we're talking Nolan. Nolan Ryan is the only pitcher ever to do this to 3 of the greatest players of all time. Do we want to guess what this is?
Strike him out.
Strike them out.
Yeah.
Do we want to guess? Sorry, it's 4 players,
Four.
3 of the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Do we want to guess some people?
Well, we can do some quick deduction reasoning here and maybe make it a somewhat doable task. Which league and then the years. So,
I'm gonna guess one of them was Pete Rose.
It was not.
It was not Pete Rose.
One of them, here, I'll give you some hints. One of them is widely still considered the greatest home run hitter of all time,
And Garrett
Henry Aaron.
Okay.
One of them,
makes sense because he was still toward the end of his career.
yep.
one of them is largely considered the greatest home run hitter who wouldn't have been a home run hitter without all of the fucking steroids. I mean, he was good one year.
Then Barry Bonds,
It was not Barry. Barry was great before the steroids.
Sammy
Samuel
Sosa,
Sosa.
I wish it was. Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire. Okay. All right.
One of them used to be the all-time leader in home runs,
Oh,
single season.
Oh yeah, we're talking.
then Roger Maris.
Roger Maris.
Yeah, Roger Maris.
And the other one is possibly the greatest ball player that the 4 of us have ever watched from start to finish.
Griffey.
Ken Griffey.
Yes.
Nolan Ryan is.
You act like that wasn't prime for what I watched.
You didn't see him when he was a rookie. You were 1.
But I watched him when he was great.
Yeah.
The
Nolan
entire-
Ryan is the only pitcher ever to strike out Hank Aaron, Roger Maris,
That's-
Mark
that's
McGuire,
incredible.
and Ken Griffey Jr.
That is remarkable.
And he was not a unanimous Hall
I
of
know.
Fame
It's incredible.
Yeah.
election with the most no hitters, the most 1 hitters, the most 2 hitters, the most 3 hitters of all fucking time.
Yeah.
Because some writer had to be
And
an asshole.
about his strikeout totals too.
But
Yeah.
back then, I think you had. I mean, I guess so. When he was getting voted in, I mean, he was getting voted in the '90s, and so at that point, like some of these guys that were getting voted in like the '70s, '80s, and stuff like that, you could almost understand why, because there was a lot of thought. Like you would have never thought about the idea of a unanimous
No.
Right.
at this point.
Except
but
maybe the original.
the original, yeah, some of the original guys.
Yeah, the 27 Yankees, those guys.
Yeah. Or even like you said, when they made the first Hall of Fame, and it
Right.
was people
Yeah.
like
Ty
Cobb
Cobb
and-
and
yeah.
Tris Speaker and
Yeah. Honus Wagner,
Honus
you
Wagner,
know, these
yeah,
guys,
guys
that,
like that.
just like
Yeah.
the game wouldn't be what it is if these
Right.
guys hadn't played.
right.
We're going to be kind of heavy on certain people this episode because I see
That's okay.
stats and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my God,
that's all
that's
right.
incredible. I have to pull it up.
Mhm.
Like I said, there's reasons why I keep forwarding
Yeah.
you things for us to
And
discuss.
and Dave,
Absolutely.
Dave, I could talk about Nolan Ryan all day. He's my all-time
100%.
favorite baseball player. He is, and there's a reason for it.
So I don't know if any of you know
You
this.
get to watch that documentary.
I did not.
It's
Oh,
no.
very good.
Yeah, I need to for sure.
I don't know if anybody sitting here knows my favorite pitcher of all time. He was not a Chicago Cub ever.
Hmm.
He was actually on the team that I hate the most.
Gibson.
It was Bob Gibson.
I mean,
Oh, really?
you're talking.
Yeah.
They changed.
Yeah.
They lowered the mound because of him.
Because of him.
Yeah.
His
And our dad always talks about how good he was.
Yeah,
he
he
always
was.
says he was the best at that era. There was no one that had better stuff than him. It's how he always puts it.
Who here, besides Mike, because I read this to Mike already, knows that Bob Gibson was also a pitching coach in the major leagues?
Really?
I did not know that.
Did know that.
Which team?
Bob Gibson was let go as Mets pitching coach after the 1981
The
season.
Mets.
When it was revealed 90% of his construction consisted of yelling, anybody want to guess? Not you. Anybody want to guess?
Motherfucker.
This is it.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Throw the fucking ball.
90% of his instruction consisted of yelling, hit his ass, and asking, why do you guys all suck?
Yes.
Good. You know, the best players don't always make the best coaches. Teddy Baseball, Ted Williams, half of what he told when he coached the Red Sox, half of what he said, well, if you would listen to Teddy fucking Baseball, you'd know how to do this. You know, something to that extent. Yeah.
Well, you know, I've said it for years because when I got my first high school softball coaching job, I told the AD, you know, interviewing me, I'm like, listen, you keep hiring players. And they were great players,
Yeah.
but they don't know how to teach the game. And
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
problem. They
yeah.
walk in and they think everybody can do what they can do.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's not this.
Yeah.
You need to teach this.
Yeah.
And there are certain positions, like I said, catchers seem to be able to transition into coaching the
Yeah.
best of all of the position players.
Well, because they get the biggest view of the game.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do, for sure.
And they
Yeah.
really do,
Call
like
the
you said,
game.
they call the game.
They,
for
they,
the
yep,
pitchers
they
and
call the
stuff like
game.
that.
They see the whole field. They have to know everything that's going on in every position at all times, pretty much.
So this is going to be a fun one because I'm all about fun.
Fun.
The highest wins above replacement per position for the MVPs.
Mm.
So we're going to say, like, for third baseman, the highest of any MVP wins above replacement. This is going to be a lot of fun. If you need hints, I will give hints.
Now, does this only include players since that stat's been tracked or all time? All time.
All time.
Yeah, because in a lot of cases, they've gone
Yeah.
back and
Should
Yeah.
somebody go back and do all this?
I did.
but they
Okay.
didn't start doing MVPs until what, like the 20s or something like that?
Probably in that range.
Yeah.
It would have been late teens, early 20s. I will give a hint right off the bat.
Yeah.
This man played his entire career for one team.
In which position are we talking about?
We're talking third base.
Third base,
to
We'll
start.
start with third base.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
That is wrong. That is a
Yeah.
good guess.
Uh,
I mean, it
Hmm.
worked because he played for one team.
Yeah, the Phillies.
Yeah.
Same. I'll give one more hint. Same era. So we'll kick
Oh.
out Brooks Robinson.
I was just, because he was going to be my guess, was Brooks Robinson.
I knew that was going to be a lot of guesses.
Yep.
So we're going to kick him out.
Okay,
It's
he's
the
gone.
same era as Schmidt.
I don't have a guess right now. I have to think about it for a little bit. Since you guys took those two
Wait.
away.
Wins. Oh,
David, anything?
I mean,
Are we ready for another guess?
Tom Brokens.
Definitely not Tom Brady.
Definitely not Tom Brady.
Funny part is I was jokingly thinking the same thing.
This man had one of the most famous events during a game on national TV.
Oh, we're talking it.
Oh, George Brett?
George
Yeah,
Brett.
George
Yep.
Brett.
The
Okay.
Pine
yeah.
Tar game.
Why didn't I
Tar,
think of that?
yeah.
Yeah, why didn't I think of him? George
makes
Brett.
sense,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course it does. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll move right over one step to
the shortstop.
shortstop.
Okay.
This man played his entire career for one team.
Ozzie Guillen. Or Ozzie Smith.
Yeah,
Ozzie
that's-
Smith.
I was-
Yeah.
Ozzie Smith was traded from the Padres
Oh.
to the Cardinals
No.
for Gary
Oh.
Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
Cal.
Cal Ripken's a good
Oh.
guess. It's wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually
'Cause he-
think
'cause he
Ozzie
played
was
for
done with the
one team.
Nationals anyways.
And it would have been when he was a when he was a primarily shortstop.
Derek Jeter.
S.I. Jeter.
It was not Jeter. I'll give another clue.
What
Did he
era?
play strictly for the Yankees?
Jeter, he did.
Is
yes.
he in any of the eras that we've been just discussing yet?
I mean, we did briefly touch on this era,
Briefly touch
Okay.
on the era.
and I knocked out a third baseman from this era.
From this era.
Oh, so we're talking Brooks
Okay.
Robinson period.
And he also
All right.
played with 3 other Hall of Famers.
Oh, he's a shortstop.
He's a shortstop.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for
Okay.
another
Looking
clue.
at
What is it? Did he play for the Cincinnati Reds?
He did not.
okay, yeah, that's where I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
He had 512 career home runs.
Hmm.
For a shortstop. That's pretty
Even
decent.
I'm getting thrown out. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You stumped the chumps.
Do we want to know one of the Hall of Famers he played with?
Sure.
That might help,
We
yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
He played with most famous pitcher Ferguson Jenkins.
Oh, Ernie. No,
Ernie Banks.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Ernie Banks.
which makes you happy.
I was
Yeah.
either going with Fergie or Sweet Swinging Billy Williams,
Yeah.
Mm.
but
Ernie
yes,
Banks.
Ernie Banks. So let's go
You
to
want-
the.
Your other grape one?
I would like my grape one, absolutely. Let's go to the other side of the bag.
Okay.
Second base.
Second base. Okay. Oh, yep.
Placido Blanco.
It was definitely not Placido.
Definitely
I don't
not.
think he ever won an MVP.
Joe Morgan.
This man played for multiple organizations before any of us were born.
Oh, God.
He also was a very famous manager.
Hmm.
So not Joe Morgan.
No.
We were alive when he played.
Jimmy
Well, true.
Smokes.
Well, yeah. I just said that before your hint about.
I don't think Jimmy Smoltz played second
I
base.
don't think
No,
so
I
either.
don't think so either.
I don't think he was MVP either.
No. I'm
No.
pretty sure he was not MVP when he played.
So
No.
several teams.
Several teams.
Several teams.
No, he played for more than one team. I'm not saying
Oh, well,
several.
still, okay,
I
more
think
than one. More than one team.
2 or 3.
He played back
I
in
can
the
I
day.
can give you 2 of the teams I know he played for if you want.
What are we looking like? 50s ish time frame? We're
Early.
looking early.
Early.
Oh,
Oh,
Early 50s. Oh.
No, earlier.
Early.
Oh.
The
Okay.
20s.
top second baseman?
No, he's
No,
an outfielder.
outfielder.
That's what I thought.
That
But
time range.
That time range. Okay, that gives us the.
I got to think of New York Yankee or a St. Louis Cardinal.
yeah. Like there was Gas House game.
You're on the
Was
right
it,
track with one of them.
Was it Dizzy Dean?
It was not.
Um,
I think Dizzy was a pitcher, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was.
Yeah, one of both. I thought both teams were.
Yeah,
I,
Daffy,
I
his
believe
brother.
Daffy
But
was
Dizzy
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dizzy and Daffy Dean.
okay, let me think about managers.
He was a
Tug
man.
McGraw? No, he catched. I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
and
or pitched.
so you're looking. And you're saying famous man. So you're looking at like.
Was it Casey Stengel?
He's more famous as a ball player than he is as a manager, but he managed.
Okay.
He managed a team near and dear to my heart.
Was he the second baseman on the 27 Yankees?
He was not.
Okay.
He did not play for the
So
Yankees.
we're looking at a Cubs.
So it's the other team that
That's got to be a St. Louis.
Yeah.
Daniel
so we're-
mentioned.
So we're looking at a Cubs manager.
He also played for the Cubs.
Okay.
He played for the Cubs and the Cardinals.
Hmm.
Stan Musial?
It wouldn't have been
No, he's an outfielder.
Evers.
No, Evers didn't. I don't think Evers ever
Was it-
played for. And Chance was the.
Was
manager.
it Joe
Okay.
Medwick?
Okay.
It was not.
I was just thinking about the
You guys are
triple
going
play
to kick
combo.
yourself. Nick has no.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
clue.
running out of my Cardinals now. It's from that era.
That's it.
Now.
I mean,
The great Roger Swornsby.
Yeah,
Okay.
for some reason, I
Yeah.
thought he was older for some reason.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that he managed the Cubs either.
He did,
Interesting.
yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So let's go to first base. There's a whole lot of great
Okay.
first base.
It's got to be before you even say anything. Lou Gehrig.
Not.
What?
So this is a man we have all seen play.
Oh, really?
Possibly some of us in person.
Okay, all right. I know. Then can I guess?
Yes,
It's got to be Miguel Cabrera then.
it is not.
What?
Wow.
McGuire
Okay.
from when he actually
Nope.
played first base.
Wow.
So not Mark McGuire.
Nope.
Not Miguel Cabrera.
Nope.
Not
I would say-
Eric.
I would say this is an actual first baseman, not somebody they transferred later.
Okay.
Or didn't become a DH later.
Prince Fielder.
Oh,
No.
John Olerud?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think he had that many.
Darrell
home runs
Evans?
when he played.
Yeah.
You're all going to kick yourself. He played for 2 teams.
Did we go with Fielder?
Say,
Yeah,
like
he just
Cabrera.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Say,
He played
Yeah.
for 2 teams.
um,
Do we want
new era or
He-
old?
no? He
New.
played in both leagues.
If we'd seen him play
It's
in
not Mark
person,
McGuire.
Not
Okay,
Mark
yeah.
McGuire. He started in the National, went to the American, went back to the National, but only played for 2 teams.
Hmm.
You guys are going to kick yourself again.
yeah, first baseman.
Oh,
All right, next-
Big,
wait,
big,
wait,
big
was
Poppy.
No, it was not Poppy. Next guess.
Paul Molitor?
Or-
He was a
No.
no.
The next thing, hint. He played for the same team as Rogers Hornsby at one point.
Oh,
God, why can't
God, what's his name? The guy who just retired a few years ago. Was the Angels and then went back to the Cardinals.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols.
Pujols. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Do we
he-
want to
He
stick?
was a true first baseman.
He was.
Yeah,
Do we
he-
want to stick in the infield range and do DH, catcher, and pitchers, or do we want to go to the
Let's go
outfield
to the
first?
outfield first.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go to the outfield first. So I have 3 outfielders. I'm not going to say these were their primary positions
Well, yeah.
because I think one of them played both corner spots at times.
Usually the only ones that stayed. Even the center fielders eventually went somewhere else as
Yeah,
they got older.
They do move
So
around.
we'll start with
Yeah.
what they qualify as the left fielder,
Okay.
who
Okay.
we have all seen play,
Okay.
Barry.
Barry Bonds.
Okay.
We will move to center field, which
Ricky.
is going to be
Griffin.
much harder than left field. We have 2 Griffies.
That's
No, I said
yep.
Ricky.
Oh, you said Ricky. Ricky was a left fielder.
With his speed, they never put him in
He
center.
was a left fielder.
I would guess Griffey.
Okay, we got 2 Griffies.
Well, 3. That's my guess too.
Okay, so it's
Jeez.
not Griffey.
Ah.
I can pretty much guarantee we never saw this man play a live baseball game.
Willie
Willie.
Mays?
I wish if it's not Willie
Not
Mays.
Willie Mays. Hmm.
Oh, we never seen him play.
We never saw this man play.
Because he was
He was one of the greatest players of all time,
Mickey Mantle?
Mickey Mantle.
oh yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah, we forget before he got crippled, he was tall and fast. So
Yeah.
a great center fielder.
He was
Yeah. It
phenomenal.
was.
So right fielder. Anybody want to guess? Do we need hints?
New
Sammy.
It was definitely not Dan.
Oh,
I mean, he did win an MVP.
He
though.
did win an MVP.
Did we watch him play?
We did not watch him play.
Okay, so
He would have played adjacent to Rogers Hornsby.
oh, okay. Did we already guess him on one of the other positions? I didn't know what I
No,
was talking
definitely not.
about.
And this would have been what, probably in his time as the Cardinal.
Yeah, when he played for the Cardinals,
Okay.
then this guy also played.
yeah,
He played for 4 or 5 teams, but he's primarily famous for 2.
Tigers.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Hmm.
hi.
Nope, it's not Ty Cobb.
I can't think of who would have been.
Right field.
Right field. Yeah.
Bunch of teams.
Every
Good for
hint
two.
I can give is just going to give it the fuck away.
Yeah.
His number was 3.
Yeah.
That might not give it away.
Hmm.
Unless we know our number history.
No, gosh, no. I couldn't tell you what
Not
number
for
beer
a team
I'm
like
on.
that. I mean, they're
Right.
Many people now compare a current Dodgers player to this man.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
I figured he would have been a left fielder too, because he's
Right.
No, he played right.
Yeah.
They played by field. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so let's
Okay.
go to we'll leave
The
pitchers
most
for last.
obvious. It should have been the
Let's
most
do a catcher
obvious.
next.
This one's going to be, I think, the hardest to get.
Oh,
Catcher.
The DH.
Oh, the DH.
Yeah.
Frank.
Oh, it's gonna be Big Poppy.
It was not Frank. It was not Poppy. This
Hmm.
man was also a manager.
Joe Torre.
It was definitely not Joe Torre.
Joe Girardi.
Yeah.
No, never an MVP.
Okay.
Oh,
This man
really?
played for several clubs, including the Angels, when they were the California Angels.
Like Sosha?
Oh.
He was a catcher. Not
Oh.
really primarily. This man was primarily a DH.
Truly a DH.
If not an outfielder, maybe.
If they were played where he had to, yeah.
Was it Reggie Jackson?
That's a great guess. It was not.
Yeah.
Bell.
It was not George Bell.
How about Albert Bell?
It was not Albert Bell.
Joey.
4 of us saw this man play. One definitely did not. So we're talking 70s, 80s.
Oh, man. Say, I want to say Ozzy.
Was it George Foster?
That's a great guess.
Mhm.
It was not.
Tony Gwynn?
Nope.
No, he played for
Primarily outfielder.
Anyways.
I've never seen him play.
You never saw him play. This is going to be really hard.
Okay.
He did coach for the Cubs.
Coach.
Jesse Baker.
Good
Yeah,
guess.
that is a
No.
good guess. When did he coach? For the Cubs?
Before Dusty Baker,
Before
but
Dusty.
not very long before Dusty Baker. I will put it this way. This
Lou
might
Piniella.
sound
It's not Jim
Is it
Britton.
Lou Piniella?
this might sound a little racist. He was the black manager of the Cubs before Dusty. So like maybe 2000-ish.
Ron, was it Washington?
No, I can't remember who was the other. But
Don-
you're right. It was like, yeah, like 1 or 2 seasons.
Don Baylor.
Don Baylor.
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah. He was definitely
Yeah.
That's a tough
true-
one.
He was
Yeah.
definitely a true.
DH.
He did
Yeah.
not get put in
Yeah.
the field.
No,
Very
often.
no, he was not a fielder. He was a
Okay.
hitter.
Yeah.
Don could hit. Catcher.
Okay.
Gotcha.
No.
Yvonne Fudge.
No,
Nope.
that'd be awesome too. It's gonna be Yachty.
No. Yeah, he was never an MVP.
Really?
An
This
M-
man was an MVP.
What era?
Yeah, that'll help. Would we have seen him play?
I don't believe we could have ever saw him play. He would have played when we were very, very young.
Oh, see, I'm out.
Yogi.
I will tell you that
Oh.
I will give you a hint, and this might nail it for you too. His manager won World Series
Johnny
in
Bench.
both leagues.
Johnny
Yeah.
Bench.
Johnny
Johnny
Bench.
Bench. Yeah.
That makes it easy. Yes, because
Yep.
Sparky Anderson.
Sparky.
All the way.
Sparky.
Yep.
Starting pitcher.
again, before the Cy Young, you had more of a chance of pitchers that won.
Justin
I was
Verlander.
gonna say, I think emotionally we'll all go Justin.
We never saw this man play. He
Sandy.
played for one team.
Sandy Koufax.
No.
Cy Young.
Let's say, sorry.
No.
I don't think they. He may have played pre there being actual.
He may have played when you were born.
Baby played when I was born.
Maybe. I don't know when he
Oh,
retired.
Jim Palmer.
Nope. I could have saw Palmer. He pitched in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. He did pitch in the
This
80s.
man was
Because
done
Gibson was
before the
retired
80s.
long before I think I even was born. Bob Gibson. Is that who it is?
Bob Gibson.
Oh, it is.
I'm gonna
Okay. Yeah, yeah. He probably retired.
He might have gotten into the.
He,
Mid-70s.
yeah, I think he did.
Well, we'll talk about that for a
But
minute.
his
'cause I
career
want-
was pretty brief, though. I think.
Yeah, it wasn't as long as
It's
it could have been.
Are we
Right.
gonna hit relief pitcher now or closer or whatever?
We are, and we'll wait for
I think
the
he's
professor
got
to
that
come
phone
back.
call.
Was that the phone call?
I don't know.
It's 11. It could be.
Yeah, it might have been a phone call.
All right, we'll go
we
without
can
it.
fill him in. Yeah.
Relief pitcher, closer.
Mariano.
Mariano Rivera.
Gotta be.
Who was the guy for Fernando Valenzuela?
He was a starter.
Well, who's the guy?
Oh, Willie
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 Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Guillermo.
Guillermo Hernandez.
Guillermo.
Willie Hernandez, the Detroit
Yeah.
Tigers Cy
Yeah,
Young
he was. Yeah.
winner and MVP
Yeah.
of the 1984 season.
Yep.
That was kind of fun, wasn't it?
It was.
See,
Yeah.
I find
Uh-huh.
fun things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought at a point you talked about like the highest WAR for each team.
I have that too.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Do we want to go to that?
Let's wait on that till the professor gets
Yeah.
back.
All right.
He'll appreciate though the last one that he missed.
Yeah, he will.
He will.
Back.
Sure. He will.
All right. I'll ask this trivia question. This man has the most Major League Baseball seasons stealing at least one base without ever being caught.
Ricky.
The answer is 10 seasons without ever being caught.
It wouldn't be Ricky. 'Cause
Willie,
Ricky
Willie Mays Hayes.
no. This is gonna be one of those weird ones where it's gonna be a person who doesn't normally steal.
If anybody here guesses it, their lunch is on me.
So it's not Lou Brock.
No, you're gonna be looking at somebody like it's gonna be something weird like Carlos Zambrano. Who's gonna like
I mean, Carlos Zambrano's kind of a fat guy.
Yeah.
I
I'm
wouldn't
just saying
pick
that
him.
it's gonna be something like that. Like you wouldn't expect him to run.
Bartolo,
He
who
runs like
happens to be
twice a
one.
year.
Yeah,
John
Because
Kruk.
he only runs like twice a year.
Crucky?
we'll talk about that Krug story.
New,
Yeah.
in a
new
minute.
home.
We've seen him play.
Okay.
But I'm saying I'm not saying that was my guess. I'm saying
Right.
that's what we're gonna
What
end
was
up
that kid's
getting.
name?
Because we're not gonna have a guy who's stealing.
No, he's not stealing like 40 bases a
No.
year.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the guy that literally is like in the right situation.
Yeah.
He's stealing because they're not
They're
even
not-
trying to hold
Yeah,
it on.
and they're not expecting it.
And it's like, and they're knowing it's gonna be like a pitch.
Well,
Yeah.
one that used to do that occasionally was Miguel Cabrera,
He did. If
but he's not the answer.
he is not. If
No.
if we want to take lunch off the table, I will give a guess that will help.
Oh, I take
Oh, I'm gonna
take
go
one-
with Rodriguez.
Devon?
No.
Alex.
Alex.
Okay.
That's a good guess.
No.
Sometimes you could think A-Rod would try to steal at least 10 times a year or something like that.
Well, yeah,
Not
but
often.
all he has to do is. The question was, has stolen a base 10 consecutive years.
Without
That's
getting
stolen
caught.
at least one base
Without-
without being
yeah,
caught,
without
and
being
he's done
caught.
it 10 times. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it's not
necessarily
consecutive years. But
So
you're
we-
talking.
We will bring the professor back in on this. By the way, did you have a guess on the reliever?
With the highest
It's-
WAR.
It's somebody near and dear to your heart.
That would be
MVP, MVP, and
1984 World Series.
Correct.
Yes.
That would be what Hernandez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guillermo.
Guillermo Hernandez.
Yes,
Willie
Guillermo,
Hernandez.
yes.
I got the
Yep.
picture of the
didn't know-
type cartoon they drew.
Yeah,
of
with
the
the
Detroit
fire
Free Press with him
extinguisher.
on the
Yeah.
fire extinguishers.
We didn't know if that
Absolutely
was-
great.
It
We
is.
didn't
Still
know if
have
that
that
was your
in my mind.
call.
Yeah.
So we didn't know how long you were going to be gone.
So the current
Yep.
question is,
Okay.
most MLB seasons stealing at least one base without being caught at all.
Lou Brock.
It was 10 seasons.
It's not a.
It's not going to be a traditional
Yeah.
steal, guys.
It's
It's going to be
It's somebody we have seen play. It's somebody at least one of us here has seen in person.
it means it's a Cub or has been a Cub.
Ernie Banks?
It was not
You would
Ernie
never
Banks.
seen her.
I didn't get to see
You
her.
would have never
Yeah,
seen
that's
Ernie
true.
live.
Right. Yeah, you wouldn't
Before.
see
I
it.
definitely did see this person play.
Mark Grace.
It was not Mark Grace.
Ken Griffey?
It was not Ken Griffey.
I've seen him play.
It's
Yeah.
Ryan Sandberg.
It was not Ryan Sandberg.
So I'm going again to get to a position where you wouldn't expect him to
Are-
steal.
Are we giving up?
He has lunch. He said if anybody could guess it, he would pay for their lunch.
Yeah, without any.
Is he a catcher?
He's not a catcher.
Because those are the ones with the shitty knees
Why
by
are
the
you
time they
sitting
get to
there
be
joking
30.
about it being a pitcher?
So
Greg Maddux.
I'm gonna give the. I don't even have to. It's Greg Maddux.
Okay.
Really?
Greg
Okay.
Maddux.
Mike gets his
Wow.
lunch paid for.
Again, I'm going with like physicians who aren't going to steal. So I joked initially, I'm like, it's gonna be somebody, like
It's Greg Maddux.
Greg Maddux.
Carlos Zambrano, who, was a
Right.
good hitting.
When you
hitting-
said that, I'm like, ooh, he's gonna get there.
Well, yeah, because and again, it makes sense because Maddux was actually a really good hitting pitcher.
He was.
He
yeah,
was.
he was.
And he was smart enough to know when to steal a base.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and he knew. You figure if he knows what the batters are doing, he knows what the pitchers are doing.
100%.
And I've always thought that with pitchers, they should be good hitters because they know what's coming.
Maddox was one of those guys that never necessarily let anybody else call it. Like he called his own game.
Yeah.
And you don't see that from pitchers very often.
I think that's why he always had his like own designated catcher.
He did.
Because it
Javi,
wasn't like
yeah, Javi Lopez.
Yeah.
Actually, it was
one there-
Perez.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was literally nobody. It was
Yeah.
literally like he didn't want
Yeah,
anybody
yes,
there who
yeah.
was going to question what he wanted to pitch.
I sent this to you, Mike. I gotta find it now. So
Well,
talk,
there
talk
was-
for a minute.
was going to be like because I wanted to go into the things that I think you and I had talked about toward the end of last baseball season about things that Maddox had said.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So talk for a minute while I look for
I
that.
say you see in the interview about with Maddox's catcher, and he's like, "All right, so we're 3 months early before going into it."
That's what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, he
I
lets
got to
him.
find it.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at it, like you sit there and like how he'll sit there and you'll see the meme every once in a while. He's like, I can do this, I can do that, and then there's a goddamn motherfucker Tony Quinn.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I think my favorite, but still, besides what you're talking about, the other meme is where it's Maddox is painting his house, and it's only the
Oh, yeah.
it's only the
Only the
outside
corners?
edges.
Yeah, there's no
He's like,
corner.
oh, he only knows how to paint corners.
Right.
It's like that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen that one
Yeah,
before. That's a
that too.
very good one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just do a search because I can't find what I'm looking for.
But look, there were the two you were talking about. Because one was
Yeah, this is the Bagwell one.
well, because there was another one he had told me about where he was like going up and they were saying you're gonna do a sacrifice walk, and he's like, nah. And he's like, I can't remember what player that was, but he was like, no, I'm gonna throw this pitches and I'm gonna throw that pitch, and they're just gonna pop up to third base. And then literally that's what he did.
The exact order. It's
But this one was fun.
For some reason I can't find it. Keep talking. I'll find it.
Okay.
what was
So that was
the
still another, like, for them to only win one
It's
series
crazy.
when they had like the pitching staff they did with
Yep.
Smoltz and
Tom Glavine.
Glavine.
Tom Glavine and
Yep.
Steve Avery.
Steve Avery, yep.
Yeah.
Again,
But they had good, you know,
back to how difficult it is to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
it, doesn't it? Even with
but they
that
had
pitching.
good, they had good closers, you know,
The thing about
did.
to
and
get,
strong offensive players.
yeah, they did, but to get all the way through in
Yeah.
one series, you can't have a single weakness on your team.
Nope.
You can't. And we could look back at the last two times the Tigers have gone to the World Series, and both of those series, it was you could identify the one thing they were missing as to why they lost it.
When you look at it, like last year, I'm drawing a blank on the guy from what's his name from the Yankees.
99?
Judge?
Yeah, Judge had
Yeah.
like the same, almost identical offensive numbers as Ohtani.
Mhm.
But come the series,
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
did a break.
he did.
Yeah,
He full.
Totally.
And when those guys that
He
are
did.
putting up those numbers don't do well when you're in the series, you don't.
And that's exactly what happened to the
And
Tigers
you wonder
Yeah.
if
in the last time they went to the
are they
World
just
Series.
out of gas or do they
I think
is it
sometimes they put pressure on
yeah,
themselves.
I was
to
gonna
do
say
well.
pressure.
So
Mhm.
middle of the season.
Yeah.
Greg Maddox has a talk with Eddie Perez, his personal catcher. 3
Eddie
months
Perez. Okay.
3 months before the playoffs. Don't throw anything inside, call everything outside to I believe it was Jeff Bagwell. Stupid shit. So
Which is funny because he always crowded the plate.
it was. So Maddox initially wanted Perez to set up outside the zone for the Houston Astros slugger, Jeff Bagwell. However, he changed his mind in the middle of the at-bat. Eddie said, he wants to go inside. And I say, okay, it's your game. So I went inside. I called inside because literally he only let his catchers call spots. He called the pitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I went inside, I called inside, and Bagwell hit like 1,000 miles. And I was mad, and I was like, what are you doing? While Perez was questioning the sudden change, especially with the result, this was all a part of Maddox's plan. He quickly reassured his catcher that everything was going to be fine.
Yeah.
Maddox says, they got a good team. We've got a good team. We're going to play them in the playoffs. He's going to wait for that pitch. Greg Maddox was right. The Braves would go on to face the Astros later in the postseason. And Maddox would indeed face Bagwell again, but the stakes were much higher. 3 months later, Perez said, we're in the playoffs. Bases loaded, 7th inning. He threw 3 straight changeups and struck him out. You would be hard-pressed to find many pitchers willing to give up a run in the regular season to try to set somebody up in the postseason. This goes to show just how elite Maddox was
Wow.
when it came to his game planning.
Yeah.
He set the man up months before they played
And
by throwing an inside fastball so that he was looking inside fastball in the playoffs and threw
Yeah.
3 outside changeups and struck his ass
Wow.
out.
that's
incredible.
really something.
That's chess when everybody else is playing fucking checkers.
Or they're playing chess, he's into three-dimensional chess.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Greg Maddux was a different beast.
he was. And that also proves one thing that that now deceased, sadly, Tiger's great color commentator Jim Price used to always say, baseball players have long memories.
Yes,
they
they do.
not forget things.
No.
And he was very true about that.
My wife used to get pissed because she would ask me about something she told me 15 minutes ago, and I'd have no fucking idea what she's talking about.
Yeah.
And then she'd see a picture from a game like 2 months ago, and she'd go, I forgot so-and-so umpired the game. Can you tell me when that was? And I tell her exactly when that was and where it was and who we played. And she's like, how the fuck can you remember that? But you couldn't remember what I asked you 10 minutes ago.
So what's the highest, what's the fastest speed that Greg Maddux achieved with the fastball in a regular season game?
He threw somewhat hard when he came up. I'm going to say 92-ish.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw
92.
somewhat hard,
But
but
to be able to command the game like he did, knowing full well the maximum he had in his tank
yeah.
was actually not that fast, shows you he had to make his living with his brain. And Daniel always reminds me, believe it or not, it's him that tells me this. Remember, Dave, people win with their brains over their brawn. And Greg Maddux was absolutely doing that right there at that moment.
Name me the hardest throwing pitcher that you know that had a long career.
Randy Johnson.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was because of the mechanics. like
Yep.
we talked
was.
about.
He was the
But
one
the-
in a million
yeah.
that could keep his body in shape because his mechanics were so perfect.
There was-
Randy was
Randy
another
was
one that
good.
was very,
But
very
he could
good.
do it
Yep.
just with his, because he was
Right. So tall.
Yeah.
6 foot.
He
There's,
could.
there's another pitcher that came in the league when Nolan Ryan did. He played for the Tigers towards the end of his career, Frank Tanana.
Yeah, Frank
And
Tanana.
he was part of the Texas Heat,
Texas Heat,
like
that's right.
Nolan Ryan, but then he had to adjust because he couldn't.
He couldn't throw that hard
No,
anymore.
he couldn't.
And he threw shit, and it was so
Yeah,
good.
it was great. The jump ball pitcher. I
But
loved
the
watching him.
guys that throw, like
Yeah.
even at the end of their career, were
Mhm.
still throwing in the mid to upper 90s.
Right. Yeah.
Look at my favorite baseball movie of all time. Frank
Yeah.
Tanana was Eddie Harris.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
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 He
You
was.
put whatever you can on the ball.
Right. Yeah.
Someday you will too.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
For sure.
He had a very long career.
He did.
Yeah.
A very long.
Yeah.
By the time he was with the Tigers,
And
that was
very
the end of his
good,
career.
Yeah. He was
Yep.
very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
He won the game that sent him to the playoffs
Yeah,
that
he
year.
did. A very entertaining pitcher to watch.
Yeah. He was.
A very
Yeah.
entertaining guy in the mound.
We used to imitate him in the backyard,
Oh, I
Tom.
bet.
You know, the jump balls.
The jump
Yeah.
balls.
We had so much fun with that.
Since we're talking pitching, in 2 different seasons, this man had a higher batting average than he allowed to hitters.
Oh, well, depending on how far back we're going, or not far back, Max Scherzer, whose name came up a few minutes ago, he's actually a guy that takes his hitting seriously.
He does.
Madison Bumgarner.
Oops, this is
You
my
say Madison Bumgarner. You take that call, my friend. So we got Madison Bumgarner and Max
Sounds like he's
Scherzer.
got a.
Still got to go with somebody like Greg.
You say Maddox. Daniel? We have 3 different guesses
Higher batting average than
than he allowed.
Otani.
Shohei, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
Otani.
I mean, that could change what this answer is at some
Yeah.
point.
Yep.
The answer is Greg Maddux.
Greg
Okay,
Maddux.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
In 2 different seasons, had a higher batting average
Wow.
than what he gave up.
Now, how many at bats did he have in those seasons?
I mean, you got to
Interesting.
imagine as a pitcher, 80 to 100.
I was gonna
That's what I
say, yeah,
think.
under
You're
100.
you're looking at, like
Every
35,
yeah.
36 games. I mean, maybe a
Yeah.
little more than that over the course. Then you're
Yeah.
looking into playoffs and
Yep,
stuff like
2 or
that.
3 at bats per game,
Yeah,
depending.
no more than 2 or 3. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
All right. Do we want to stay on players or do we want to switch a little bit and go to teams? I kind of want you guys to, or do we want to do Hall of Fame balloting for next year?
Let's do Hall of Fame balloting. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all hate the fucking Hall of Fame balloting because
Yeah.
Ichiro wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
And all of us can sit here and name one guy that should be in the fucking Hall of Fame that
That
is
is
not in the
not,
fucking
sure.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
Okay.
Okay.
Your one pick that's not in the Hall of Fame, you can't pick anybody else that somebody else picks. Daniel,
Lou Whitaker.
I knew he was going to say that. That's why I went with
Yeah.
him first.
And
David,
you'll have to come back to me because that was my
you
take.
have to pick
Yeah.
Mike.
I mean, and we're looking at we're going outside of like the people who are out just because they don't want to let them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not. Barry Bonds obviously is a
Right,
Hall of
yeah,
He was a Hall of
right.
Famer before. So was
I
Pete
could
Rose. So was
really ruin
Shoeless
your
Joe.
day by
Yeah.
getting rid of the one I know you would want to put.
It's the one I want to put. You're right.
Yeah.
You can do that. I'm okay with that.
I'll try to get away from you on that one. Oh, jeez, who would be? Maybe come back to me.
So we're not doing.
Yeah, we're not gonna do like Pete Rose and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
nobody that we know is a surefire Hall of Famer. So mine is if Scott Rowland's a fucking Hall of
Yeah, I
Famer,
did want-
Mark
I
Grace
did
is a
want- I
fucking
did
Hall of
want to take-
Famer.
I did not want
Yeah.
to take that away from
Mark
him.
Grace.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Nick,
that's
so no
Mhm.
Pete Rose, no Shoeless Joe, no Bonds or Clemens,
Yeah.
because we all know that they're all Hall of
Of
Famers.
course they are.
Yep.
Uh,
Somebody you think is deserving that's probably being kicked to the fucking Veterans Committee for some bullshit.
Yeah, and that's what you'll see. Like Grace, I think will get there on the Veterans Committee. I think.
Possibly. I think
Whitaker,
Lou will definitely
Yeah,
get
eventually
there.
he will.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, Nick's still thinking. Mike, you're up.
So hard.
It is. I could probably think of 3 or 4 more.
Well,
I can too. I can think of a few more. I named one of them earlier, not that long ago. We were talking about pitchers.
Yeah. I was just going to ask, is Frank Tanana in the Hall of Fame?
He's not.
No.
Then that's mine
Mhm.
right there, because he should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Had a long career. He played significant stretches for 2 teams.
He did.
And yeah,
I
that'll
hate
be
this
mine.
man because he terrorized the '89 Cubs, but I don't believe Will Clark is in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Will Clark
yeah.
should be.
There
He
you go.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
Yeah.
somebody that
Well, Clark, for
Lynn
sure.
Brother would,
Yeah.
would be stepping up to the plate.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was-
entirely intended for.
Yeah, he was one of Tom's favorite.
Yeah, Will Clark was a great ball
San
player.
He
Francisco
was.
Giants. Yep.
The Jack Clark from the
Yeah,
he played for. I think he actually played for Boston for the most part, but I think he,
he
might
played
have
for
played
the
for.
Cardinals
Yeah,
too.
Yep. Yep.
Nick, you got anybody, or you're still
Oh,
struggling here?
yeah, so it's a struggle bus
Mike?
question. Because I guess because all mine is the people that we think should
Yeah.
be, right? So
Yeah.
sitting here thinking
You don't have anybody that you're like, oh, they should be, but they're not going to get their due.
because I mean not yet.
That's a hard part. I'm just kind of like we're going
Yeah.
with all the names that
Right.
come up
Already
quick.
done there.
Well, and this is a hard one to do too, because we acknowledge that there are people that absolutely should be and that aren't, but most of those people that you can readily acknowledge aren't in for political reasons.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, right.
Stupid shit like Pete Rose, right?
I
And
know.
Barry Bonds.
Right.
So then when you try to consider, well, who actually had the legitimate talent but didn't get in, it makes it a lot
Yeah.
harder.
It does make it a lot harder.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first balloters next year.
Oh,
Okay.
Because Mike and I talked about
We
this.
did.
And
Okay.
Hmm.
so
And would any of them actually? Do any of them deserve to actually be voted in
Yes.
on the first
first ballot. So
Okay.
that's the
All right.
question.
Well,
Do they
they
deserve
deserve it.
first?
Got it. Okay.
If not, do they get in?
Got it.
So we'll start with from the Milwaukee Brewers, Ryan Braun.
no.
No, not a first
No.
ballot.
He's not.
No.
No.
Does he get
Does
in?
he get in?
Maybe.
Well, that's gonna piss me off if he does. I mean, right? Like,
Good ball player, not a
He's gonna
great
be-
ball
He's going to
player.
end up being one
Good.
like a Kurt Schilling that keeps getting. Maybe by the last ballot.
Yeah,
they'll-
they're
they'll
like, oh,
follow
we
him.
might as well put this guy in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, here's your pity vote. But like, I mean, he is a good ball player, right? But like,
But is he great?
Yeah, that's the thing. Hall of Fame has to be
and,
great.
and that's the whole thing. Like, it is a Hall of Fame.
Only the very best.
Supposed to be,
You
but
think the
apparently.
guy that voted against Ichiro will vote for him?
Fucking guy.
That should be one of the things. Like, okay, you're not going to vote for these guys that are clearly deserve
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Who did you vote for, motherfucker?
Right. Yeah.
But then
For
they'll
sure.
vote for
Well,
somebody
right.
who's like, well, you know, he's going to vote for him. He's a Philadelphia guy. He's the guy who voted for Scott Rowland.
Absolutely.
You know,
Oh, he's got a white man name? Okay, we'll take him.
you know,
It's like,
Well, that's
geez.
exactly it.
Yeah.
And it almost makes you sit there and wonder in some cases,
Yeah.
is it a race thing that's happening?
Yeah. That's
Oh, there's some of that.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
sure.
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Ichiro is not a fucking Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what
Yeah. Why do you have it? Yeah.
Right,
Why
like,
have the Hall
that
of Fame?
guy just
Yeah, well,
bothers me.
again, yeah, like, and
So-
he had a great career before he came to
Right. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
gosh, yes.
the
Yeah.
United States.
that's it. And the Japanese league is, pick one besides MLB that's
Oh,
the closest to comparable.
love to watch it.
That
Yeah.
would be it.
So the next one, because we're talking Japan, Sinsu Chu. Mike went who?
No.
I don't know. You know, it's interesting. All the times that the Tigers would play the team he was on,
Cleveland.
um,
it's funny because Dickerson and Price would always they'd spend a lot of time talking about him. I think they just like to say his name.
I mean, that's a fun name to say.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I even am familiar with him is
Right.
because of those two guys. But I mean,
Like Mark Grutzlatic.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Which Harry couldn't say.
No, I would love to hear Jim Leland try to pronounce Tuiasosopo's name.
Oh
He
my
would just slaughter it, and it was great. I'd always wait for it. Yeah, right, yeah. And then he'd just give up.
So I assume we're all in no on
No,
it, too.
no, yeah, no.
Definitely not first round. Will he get in?
I
Right.
doubt it.
Uh-huh.
Edwin Encarnacion.
He'll get in. Not first round though. He'll get in.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I don't know if he's getting in.
Really?
I don't.
What's
Oh, I just say you gotta look up some stats. I mean,
Yeah.
You do that.
yeah.
Okay.
We're all out of no on first ballot.
Yeah.
Gio Gonzalez. I'm a no.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a no on getting in. Alex Gordon.
That's another one that I remember Price and Dickerson talking about quite a bit.
He might get in,
Yeah.
but he's definitely not a first
No.
ballot.
no? I wouldn't think he's a first ballot.
This
no.
one I think is the best argument on this list. Cole Hamels.
Oh,
I don't think he's first ballot,
I don't know.
but I think he gets
If
it.
there's
Yeah.
one that's going to be a first ballot, it would be him.
Yeah.
Of all, because
Of all of these people, yeah.
Yeah.
goes a little further beyond, but yes, he's
He's the only one that has a shot at being first ballot.
Yeah.
Matt Kemp.
I mean, I used to play Matt Kemp on my baseball game. He was a great fucking hitter.
I still don't think that means that he gets in.
yeah.
No.
Howie Kendrick.
Probably not. No.
Nick Markakis.
Ooh.
Again, decent ball player, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's not getting
Definitely
in.
Think about who their peers would be.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
And-
if you're
and-
an inductor,
right.
That's the worst part,
Does
though.
he
I know.
does he
Well,
actually belong
he's
standing
just-
next to one of the other guys that's in there?
But
Well, yeah.
well, I mean, and the
No.
the
Yeah.
peers of the era too, though.
But the
I mean,
problem is,
Well, that's just like
If you look at the peers of the era, maybe.
yeah. And right.
But
well,
But,
we've
I mean,
seen it.
no.
Over the last
I-
few years, we've had some really great players
Yeah.
retire.
Encarnacion was a career at the full career 260 hitter. If you don't take his last year of the 157. 'cause
Okay, how much home runs?
I don't have that stat in front of me.
You find out.
How long did he play?
Quite say 15 years.
Yeah, I would guess
Yeah,
about
So,
that.
So that's
but he's got
that's what you call
1800
a Major League
hits.
Baseball player.
right.
But
Okay,
is he a Hall of
1,800
Fame?
hits
Yeah.
is less than Mark Grace.
And for 15 years.
Yeah, that's a little over 100 a year.
Right.
Yeah.
Not
That's very average.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's not-
it's
It's
exactly it.
slightly, maybe slightly above average, but not.
I mean, it's above average enough where
Yeah.
that's why you had that level of a career.
Yeah.
But I mean, but yeah, like I said, we've got people coming down the pipes of like
Right.
Miguel,
Nick.
Albert Pujols, you know,
Yeah.
guys
Again,
who are
who has
true-
peers great.
True Hall of
true
Famer.
first ballot Hall of
Right.
Fame.
Again, I don't think Prince Fielder makes it, and he's better
No,
than everybody on this
he-
fucking
no.
list.
His career just has not been long.
It
That
just
was,
wasn't.
that was the problem with him.
But it's still, you put him up against any of these fucking people, he's better than all of them, except maybe Cole Hamels.
Yeah.
And it's not there been players who've had short careers who've ended
Mhm.
up in the Hall of Fame because
Right.
in that short career they were just great.
Yeah.
Daniel Murphy had a great playoffs
Yep.
Yeah.
against the Cubs in 15. Hunter Pence?
No, I don't think so. Now,
No.
Hunter Pence had great numbers, but then he'd have years where he'd just shit the bed. too.
Well, he was injured
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a lot
You
of
know?
his career. When he played, he was an incredibly
I mean-
intense player. Very fun to watch. because
As
he
long
was
as he
not-
wasn't playing the Tigers.
As long as he wasn't playing the Tigers,
Yeah.
he was
He was
very
fun
fun
to
to
watch,
watch because
yeah.
you could tell the only thing that guy cared about when that game was going on was
Winning.
that game.
And
That's it.
winning.
100%.
That was his
Yeah.
life for that moment.
Yep.
Neil Walker.
Mm.
All right, this one's pointed towards Nick, especially.
Okay.
Rick Porcello.
Great.
My answer's
Wow.
no.
Yeah.
I
He
Yeah.
was a good pitcher, but he
He was,
wasn't a
but
great
again,
pitcher.
Right.
I go back to his peers.
Right.
When you walk in the Hall of Fame, when you see that name,
Yeah.
does it belong there in your
Yeah.
mind next to the people he's going to be
Right.
by?
So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We
When you-
know that
when you look
Verlander
at-
is going to be there. We know that
Scherzer.
Yeah,
right?
like, yeah.
And so yes, Porcello happened to be on,
Right.
but like no.
But he's not he's not at their level. Right. Good, but
Good,
not
but
great.
not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
disrespect to the people, but like,
Right.
we are definitely talking about Hall
Yeah.
of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
elite.
Mike liked this. I brought this up to him the other day.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them.
Okay.
Oh, really?
All the first balloters for next year.
Well, I think that it may be a pretty light,
Yeah.
light
That's the
year.
year that
I think.
Yeah.
they should put Lou Whitaker in.
Yeah, for
I-
sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Each franchise's highest single season wins above replacement.
Oh,
So let's talk about these. So we'll start with the Arizona
Yeah, so I just did
Diamondbacks.
alphabetical order at that
Yep.
point.
We'll go Diamondbacks first. This was in 2015. Anybody have a guess
So
on
this
the
is any
person?
pitcher.
No, any player. So there's
Or
no
any
place.
player.
So
you know.
any player.
That played for the Diamondbacks in 15. Anybody got a guess?
So you want 15.
10 years
That was
ago.
the year that it was.
Yeah. Mm.
Was
I'm going to
Randy
give you
still
the
there?
year and the team. Is he
Randy
still there?
Still at there at that point?
is it Randy Johnson?
I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
not by then. He would have been gone.
Okay, I could
Yeah.
remember. 2015.
Let me know if you need another hint.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
I'm thinking of
Let's pick a player.
I feel
That's
like
the year
he,
that they won the series, wasn't it? Or right
No.
around that.
was it
No,
no,
the
it's
2015 was the
way
year the
after
Royals won.
Okay. Oh, wow, yeah.
It's
I'm-
fucking Moose.
I'm thinking a guy that played for the Tigers.
No, he
But I
was-
can't
that's
think-
way before that. Luis Gonzalez.
Yeah, Luis
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
thinking
way
no
before.
for him.
Wave.
This man played first base.
For Diamondbacks?
Yep.
Oh man.
It's not a team that I admittedly follow.
That's the hard part. is
Not long
because-
after they traded him to the Cardinals.
Pujols?
It was Paul Goldschmidt, 8.3.
Oh, shit.
Realize
I didn't know he'd been in the
Yeah.
league that long.
The Braves. I'm not going to say which Braves. I'm not going to say Milwaukee,
This is-
Boston,
you're
or
talking the
Atlanta.
entire-
The Braves.
Uh-huh.
Hank
Hey,
Aaron.
Hank Aaron, 1961, 9.4 wins above replacement.
Okay.
The Baltimore Orioles.
Cal Ripken.
It was Cal Ripken,
Yeah.
1991,
Okay.
11 and a half games.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Boston Red Sox.
You're
1967.
gonna go Big Poppy there, Dick?
All right,
No,
67.
Poppy.
67.
Poppy didn't.
Ted?
yeah.
Way before him.
Ted?
After he would have been out.
It was not Ted.
Yeah, by
Okay.
67.
Fisk, Carlton Fisk.
Nope. Good guess.
Yeah,
Nope.
I've been before him.
Yastrzemski?
Yeah, that's how you.
Carl
Yeah,
Yastrzemski.
that would have been.
12 and a half
Yeah.
games
Okay.
above replacement.
Wow.
Yep.
The Chicago Cubs.
Your boy.
1929.
Honus.
I'm out.
Nope.
Not Honus.
Not Honus Wagner.
That's after him.
This was somebody we talked about earlier.
Oh,
in
no,
the
that's who I
episode.
was, yeah. Who are the manager guy?
Rogers Hornsby.
Roger
Yeah,
Hornsby.
Hornsby. That's what I was thinking of, and I just
Yeah.
didn't. I picked the wrong-
10.6 wins above
I
replacement.
picked the wrong H.
Right across the street, basically. The
White
Chicago
Sox.
White Sox. 1915.
Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
It was not Joe Jackson.
Okay.
That's a great guess.
Well, that's
Somebody
the
else
only person I would
probably in
know who
that-
played on the White Sox team that year.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It was Eddie Collins.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
He was another one that was part of the scandal, wasn't he?
9.4, I believe so.
Most of the team was, yeah.
The
the Stars.
Cincinnati Reds.
Year.
Middle of the Big Red Machine, 1975.
Johnny?
No,
Ubark.
Dave Concepcion.
no. He largely thinks that
Pete Rose.
the Cubs second baseman was
Yeah.
a shitty second baseman who I think is my best second baseman of all time, which was Ryan Sandberg. He announced many, many years on
Harry?
ESPN.
Or no, not Harry, but yeah.
Oh, Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan.
11 wins above
Yeah.
replacement.
That's funny.
The
Not for you,
Cleveland,
but
the Cleveland at the time Indians, 1948.
Got me.
Rocky Calavito.
Nope, that's a good guess.
Hmm.
Played for the Tigers too.
He
I don't
did.
think of who was an
Yep.
Indian.
He
back
just
then.
died too. He was
Yeah.
very, very old. 90s.
Great home run hitter.
Yep. Was.
This man played shortstop.
I can't think of.
Lou Boudreau,
No,
Oh,
that- that's,
10.4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once you say the name, you're like, oh yeah, Lou Boudreau.
This one everybody was alive for. The Cowboys
Yeah.
in 1997.
Helton?
Nope.
Walker.
Larry Walker.
Yeah, Larry Walker.
9.8.
Yeah.
The Detroit Tigers.
Give us a year.
I'm going to not give you the year first.
Ty Cobb.
Mickey.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah, I mean,
1917.
Ty Cobb.
Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
11.3 wins
Wow.
above replacement.
Yeah.
Sure, that was dead ball era.
yeah.
I
Yep.
can score one more run on that field.
Mhm.
That's it. You're
The
gonna-
Houston Astros, which
Yeah,
I know you like. The Houston Astros, which is not your favorite nickname that you used, but maybe your second favorite nickname that you used.
AJ Hinch.
Bag of
with
shit?
Trash cans.
No, bag of shit, I think is
Bitchy Ho.
Bitchy Ho.
Bitchy Ho.
Craig Bitchy Ho.
Yeah.
1997, 9.4.
It was him?
It was Biggio.
Yeah, I had good bag of shit.
Yeah.
Bag of Bitchy Ho.
Yeah. Bag of shit.
Who was running around?
Hey,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
All the was like,
Jeff
Bag of
Bag.
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
Jeff Bag of Shit's up
Yeah.
again. And Craig Bitchy Ho's on base.
Yeah.
They were an annoying team. They
The
were.
Kansas City, yeah,
Your last one?
sure. The Kansas City Royals. This is going to be really tough.
So
I
it's
guess we'll
not.
say it's
So
not
it's
George
not
Brett.
George.
It's
Brett.
not
No.
George Brett.
Okay.
Year
Mike
Uh,
Moustakis.
2024.
I was. He was off the team by then. He was stock guy. Yeah.
It was last year.
Last year. Oh God, I don't know.
Kansas
That's
City
another one.
Royals.
I wasn't paying attention to anyone who was on the Kansas City Royals.
Me either. I'm
But-
not gonna
all
get
right,
this one.
We talked about earlier
No
though
time.
teams that we'd like to see win if it's not going to be
I
your
like
team.
the
Yeah,
Kansas
I
City.
like them.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
for
much.
sure.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
So-
I like
You
it.
know, anytime it's a small
Yeah,
market, you
yeah.
want to see them be
Yeah,
successful.
you do.
And they're just a neat
Are-
franchise.
they
They've
are.
got a
Are
cool
we ready
history,
for him?
great stadium.
With fountains and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a neat stadium. Yeah.
Played Major League Baseball successfully.
Successfully.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
He plays for Toronto.
Toronto.
That's right. Yep.
So does Dante Bichette's kid.
Yes.
Oh, Dante Bichette. That's a name I haven't heard in
Yes,
a while.
plays for
I know.
the
Yeah.
Giants.
I
So
know.
I think Marquise Grissom's kid's in the league now, because I heard that come up last year in one of the Tigers games I was listening to
Yeah.
on the radio. Dan Dickerson was
Uh-huh.
talking about that.
Look how much he's got left.
Look, I've been drinking my beer, okay?
He's struggling so hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Bobby
Bobby
Witt,
James.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh,
Okay.
never would have guessed.
Hey, I guess we've got a name to look out for this
Yeah.
year.
I'm
now,
not
right?
gonna hit every team, but I'm gonna hit some highlights.
Okay.
Anybody want to guess the Angels? He's done it twice.
Tim Salmon,
Nope.
Flag
Trout.
Guerrero, senior.
Nope.
Paul Goldschmidt,
Trout.
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 12
Okay.
and 16, 10 and a half.
Okay.
This is an interesting one. The Dodgers.
Oh yeah, because
Shohei.
God.
We've never seen him play.
Uh,
His number is retired.
Jackie.
There
Jackie
you go.
Robinson.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Retired by
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Again, you know, if there's
Yeah.
somebody you're going to do it, that's
Yeah, it should be done. Yep,
Yeah.
agreed.
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
yeah,
The
yeah, from way
Yankees.
back when.
Yeah.
The Yankees.
The Yankees.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
1923.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth.
14.1.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh
well, that's
wow.
like one of the highest ones. Isn't that?
And,
Yeah.
and they had what 12 less games in the season back then.
Yeah.
So that's really something if you think about what that percentage means.
Babe Ruth is the winner, the most wins above replacement
Yeah.
of all time.
Well, there's a reason why at that
Yeah,
he probably
hey.
made more money than
Yeah.
every other player
Is
on
there
that team
anybody who's
combined
on there
that year.
twice for two different teams?
There
Having
are two different teams, there is.
Oh, really?
Somebody we've already mentioned.
Oh,
Which
Hmm.
teams?
I mean,
Oh,
that,
give us the other team that
Yeah,
we
give us the other
haven't
team.
mentioned.
yeah.
that gives it away. All right, okay, I can give that. The Cardinals.
Stan Musial.
No, it's because it's somebody we already
You've
mentioned.
already mentioned.
Oh, we are mentioned.
Albert Pujols.
No, so we haven't mentioned. Well, you're
Yeah.
talking about in that list.
In that list. In this list.
That
okay,
list, yeah. So I'm
okay.
thinking of players that we've already.
It was also not Mike Trout who was on here twice for the same team.
Oh, was it?
Was it Molina?
We haven't talked about Molina's.
No, not as this, but you mentioned him earlier.
No, we're talking about in this list
In
of
this
other
list.
player.
I see. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Hmm.
I'm trying to even remember who we've said.
I am too.
Me too.
He did it in 1924 and 1929.
Oh,
Rogers Hornsby.
Rogers Hornsby.
yeah.
Rogers Hornsby. Yep.
That
12
name that none of us can remember.
12.1 with the Cardinals.
It's that
10.6
plural
with
at
the
the first
Cubs.
Say it 10
Right,
times
yeah.
while somebody's smacking you upside the
Why
head.
do you pluralize the first name?
Right.
Right, Rogers.
So
What were his parents thinking?
let's move on to somebody else that's on this list that we have not discussed yet, but should be discussed at length on every baseball episode from now until the end of time.
Ricky Henderson.
I mean, him too, but
Yeah.
not him.
Pete Rose.
I mean, we can talk about him
Tony
later.
Gwynn.
This man faced Greg Maddux more than any other pitcher, 107 times. And he hit 415 against him, never striking out.
Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn.
Yeah.
107 times.
Isn't that something?
Never
Wow.
struck out.
There's a reason why he's that motherfucker Tony Gwynn.
Yeah.
Right.
And
100%.
Tony Gwynn would probably very casually have said, I could hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
wasn't
like-
anything more complicated than that.
Yeah.
He threw me a ball. I could hit it. I saw it perfect.
That's
That's
usually
tough.
how it happens.
It
with him.
is.
yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. This man played 105 games in his MLB career.
Euchre.
That's it.
He had 31 stolen bases.
Oh no.
Scored 33 times. 0 at bats.
So he's a pinch runner
He was a pinch runner.
all the time.
The man that owned the team referred to him as a professional pinch runner.
105 games.
Let me know when you want hints.
So it's like one
It
season.
needed to be
basically.
106.
Yeah, it could have been more than one
I'm
season.
just saying.
I know where
Right.
Yeah. 106 miles from Chicago.
Huh. Okay, so that narrows it down.
So
No. I'm just saying that needed to be 106.
Yeah.
Charlie Finley was the owner.
Okay, so White Sox.
Oakland
right?
A's.
Oakland.
Yeah.
That's right, Oakland.
Nobody's gonna guess this because
No.
I never would have guessed it.
Well, if you only
Who
hit 100
knows-
games,
Who knows a career
Yeah.
pitch
Right.
runner?
Herb Washington.
Washington. There you go. No, I never heard of him.
Again,
With a name
that would
like
have been
Herb,
something you would have expected like Kaminsky to have done.
Oh yeah, totally.
Literally have a
Yeah.
career pitch
and
runner.
with a name like
Bill
Herb-
Veck.
Or
yeah.
Bill Veck,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Bill Veck.
I'm gonna guess this was how long ago?
He played in the 70s.
Oh, so not as long ago as they.
So this man,
Which one? Because it was Kaminsky who had the like 4 foot tall guy get in there and draw. A
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, no, I think it was Bill Veck,
that was
but
Bill Veck,
same
yeah.
team,
Yeah.
yeah. Rust.
Rusty Shackelford.
I'll try this without fucking up now that I just tried to say the name. This man is the only player in MLB history to achieve over 500 hits with 4 different franchises. Can you name the man or the franchises?
500 hits with 4 different franchises. That means he had to have had a career, a lengthy time at each franchise too. Because I mean, that's
Yep.
minimally at least 3 seasons.
I will
Probably worth the hits.
I will give a hint. 1 American League team, 3 national. One of these teams no longer exists in its current form.
So probably former Montreal.
Former
Expo.
Montreal Expo.
But everybody was a former Montreal Expo. so
A lot of
that-
people were, yes.
That's not
Yeah.
gonna make it narrow down much.
Well, and then some of the other guys that were in there, like Larry Walker wasn't at that many teams.
Right. And neither was
We-
Andre Dawson.
4 of us here probably would have saw this guy play, but not long. So it would have been an early 80s
Oh, so you're
player.
talking, yeah, like you're talking. His time even in Montreal was later in his career.
I mean, Montreal started what in the 60s,
Yeah.
maybe?
That was in the 70s because
Might have been.
because that's when they had the Expo.
Yeah, that's why the
Okay,
stadium is called
yeah.
Expo Stadium.
And their actual like
I mean, he could have
the numbers
started
of
off
their
there.
actual-
I
Yep.
can't tell you where he was when he was. I do remember this player. I don't remember watching him play, but I'm sure I did.
Huh.
I'm sure I did because of one of the teams he played for, which was not the Cubs.
Oh.
Hmm.
So Cardinals would be my guess at that point, no? Unless his one
Was it
AL team was the White Sox. Yeah.
Tigers? Cecil Fielder?
No, not that old.
Yeah. That's
Older than him.
right.
Yeah,
That's
way
right.
older.
Yeah.
Rusty Staub
Oh,
Rusty Staub.
He played for the
with the
Tigers.
Astros, Mets, Tigers, and Expos.
I think he was only at the Tigers for 2 years.
Yeah, he wasn't, I
No.
think, anywhere very
Like
long.
83 and 84.
Well, if he got 500 hits in
I mean, that's
2 years,
Everybody
then
seemed to
yeah,
get rid
it's
of
doing
him.
pretty good.
This man had more assists in college in basketball than he had strikeouts in the major leagues.
Tony Gwynn.
Any other guesses?
More
Kirk Gibson.
no, 'cause he was-
Football.
Yeah.
Or strikeouts.
He had more assists in college than strikeouts.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Michael Jordan.
That's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
Yep.
But he didn't play
Oh,
20 years in the
Yeah,
majors.
so
No,
I was thinking,
that's right.
Sanders, but he was.
He didn't
Oh,
play 20
yeah,
years in the
Deion
majors.
Sanders.
Well,
What is
he,
the one?
yeah, I was gonna say Michael Jordan never made it to the majors.
Right.
No, that's
He got to AAA.
Paul Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Gwynn.
Tony
That's
Gwynn.
Tony
That I
Gwynn.
knew because he was a basketball
He
player.
was.
Okay.
Really?
I did not know that
Yeah.
about him. Interesting. In his playing career, he didn't exactly have the build of a basketball player.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
wouldn't
was
have
like a
guessed
Robert
that.
Tractor Trailer type guy.
There you go. One must not assume.
Was Tony Gwynn's batting average higher or lower against Cy Young Award winners versus regular pitchers?
It was higher.
Higher.
I'm gonna guess
Go
higher.
with him, it was higher.
Why not? Let's guess
How
higher.
much higher?
Oh.
25
It's time
points.
to go 25 points, yes.
Tony Gwynn wouldn't be much. I'm gonna guess.
Because his batting average is 415
Well, yeah.
against freaking Greg Maddux.
Yeah.
Right.
His batting average career, 338.
Okay.
So how much higher do we want to go against Cy Young winners?
I said no more
I'm
than
gonna
20.
go, yeah, did like the 350, 60 type thing.
I'm gonna say it's
I'm
close.
gonna go with the fours.
338 to 339.
Trick question.
1 point.
Fine, well,
One higher.
Yeah.
but see, if we all of us took a
I
just
think he
a,
did do it well against some of the others relative to Greg Maddux.
Correct.
yeah, but if we took a deep breath and thought about for just a second and did some quick math, how many Hall of Fame pitchers was he likely to face through his career?
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
then
true,
you figured
yeah.
out the guy had a zillion at bats.
Yeah.
The statistic
It would average,
it,
statistically,
yeah,
it would average
gotta be
out,
pretty
yeah.
close.
This man, when he retired from Major League Baseball, faced 8.9% of all MLB hitters to ever live.
That's incredible.
All of us have seen him pitch.
Wow.
No,
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan.
But who had?
This man started his career on the north side of Chicago.
Okay.
Not Greg Maddux.
Bergie?
Nope.
We've all seen him. pitch.
We've all seen
Well,
him
that's true,
pitch.
Really?
Yeah.
I think if he could, he would still be pitching. Because he retired. But in the last, I'd say, 15 years.
Oh, yeah, you're.
Was it
I'm-
Joe
I'm-
Nathan?
Nope.
No.
I think you gotta be looking at somebody who was probably like a very situational pitcher by the end of his career.
Yeah.
He wasn't very situational.
Okay.
Huh. That look was one that does not.
I would
Yeah. Not
surprise
expected.
me. Yeah. Huh.
Lefty Jamie Moyer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's no way I would have gotten
He
that.
played for
Yeah, must have.
I think his rookie year was in 86, and I think he retired around 2009-ish, I want to say.
Didn't. Oh, that's fast.
That is incredible.
Let's see what else I have.
Remember
But
the old?
nowadays, there's a lot more turnover in
You remember,
players.
yeah, you remember the old days, the baseball card, you look at the back, and if the guy had words that went many before you were
Yep.
born, you thought, wow, this is impressive.
Yeah, or the font was so small
Yep,
on
'cause
there
they had to
because
put,
it had
like-
so many years.
There are some here that probably is better visual, but I'll go with this. I forgot he played for them team. Anybody want to guess Greg Maddux, one of his? I forgot he played for them teams.
Couldn't have been for very long,
It
I
was
guess.
not long.
Yeah. I can
Well,
only think of the
we
two
know he
major
played
ones.
for the Cubs and the
And-
Braves.
and the
I'm gonna guess Montreal.
No,
Nope.
no, actually, no, because it was
St.
toward the end
Louis?
of his
It was
career.
to the end of his career.
Yep.
There's two that I can think of.
Cardinals?
Nope.
Now, who did he go? Dodgers?
Dodgers and Padres are the two I think of. They have
Okay.
Dodgers on here.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, I thought he went West Coast at a point.
Mike Piazza. No, it's not the Marlins. He played
I
there
was
for a
gonna say
week. But it's
Marlins.
not the Marlins.
I mean, we know Baltimore and New York.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers.
Was he a
The
Montreal
Dodgers,
guy?
yeah.
Nope.
Was it beginning or end of his career?
It was the end of his career, and this team no longer exists in their previous form.
And we're talking about
Well, we did. You said it was in the.
It's not the Expos. This team still exists, just not in their previous form.
Oh,
Guardians.
Oakland?
The Oakland A's.
Oakland.
This one
So
shocked
literally,
Mike.
like they literally have
Yeah.
actually played a professional game in their other format.
Right. Yeah.
It starts this year, right?
This
Yep.
one
Yeah.
shocked Mike. The big hurt Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
Mike's like, didn't he when we played for the White Sox? He did not. He went from the White Sox to another team and then a team that he was at for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Which was the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
Ken Griffey
Senior.
Senior?
Jr.
Junior.
So we're not talking Cincy or
or Seattle.
Seattle.
did they grab him down in Texas at a point so he could play with
They did not. This city is near and dear to my heart, but this team is not.
White
Sox?
Sox?
The White Sox.
White Sox.
Oh, hey.
This man was near and dear to my heart. Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white version?
we
or
know
the
the
black
white.
version?
We know
He was
the
still
Sox.
black then.
Oh, okay.
We know he was the Sox,
Sox
and the Cubs
And the Cubs and the Rangers.
and the Rangers.
But this would have been after the Cubs.
was he in Toronto for a bit?
No.
No.
Can't remember because he did.
Yeah.
He was traded for Mike Fontenot to the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh,
He couldn't have played long there.
Nope.
2 games.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was there for that season and did not play a lot in that
No.
season.
He was the token to get the fans in.
yeah.
so
Pretty much.
Michael possibly get this one. There was a point last decade where this Chicago Cub won 23 straight starts.
Oh,
No, the Cubs won 23 straight starts of this pitcher's pitching.
Mhm.
He had a 105 ERA in those games.
I guess it's Arrieta.
It was Jake Arrieta.
Yeah.
When they
15
went
to
on-
16.
when they went into his streak of how many ever like quality starts.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right, this is a great story. I always love great stories. So, one of my favorite pitchers of all time, Rick Sutcliffe.
Oh, yeah.
He gave up back-to-back home runs in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati they shoot off fireworks after a Red hits a home run. Sutcliffe was pretty intense on this day that he pitched. So Eric Davis takes him deep, and Paul O'Neill takes him deep right after that. So Sutcliffe's all mad, and pitching coach Billy Connors comes out to the mound, and Sutcliffe yells at him, "I know I gave up back-to-back home runs. Get your ass back in the dugout. Tell Zimmer to settle down too."
Yeah.
Billy looks at him and says, "I know you have everything under control, Rick. I just wanted to give the guy running the fireworks a little more time to reload."
Just incredible.
Oh shit.
You gotta love baseball,
Yeah.
people.
Yep.
All right. More people have walked on the moon than have scored against this man in the postseason.
Mariano.
Yeah. So we got
11 people have scored against
Yeah.
Mariano in the postseason.
Wow.
12 people have walked on the moon.
Oh, shit.
Does anybody want to guess who has the most MVP awards by team?
the
Not
New
the
York-
person, the team.
I'm gonna guess the Yankees.
It's the Yankees. Does anybody know who's number 2?
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
They have to. Those two teams have won the most World Series of them all, so they would be the default to guess. What 26 for the Yankees, and is it 13 for the Cardinals?
So it's 24 for the Yankees,
24 for the Yankees.
21 for the Cardinals.
Ooh, I was
Wow.
way off. with that.
Dodgers at 15, Giants at 14.
Yeah.
The now defunct Oakland A's at 13.
Oh, wow.
Does anybody want to guess how many the Tigers have?
4.
5.
4.
12.
Well,
Oh wait, we're talking about
MVP.
MVPs.
MVPs. I thought you were
Oh,
talking about World Series
No, no.
championships.
MVPs.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Anyone
I
want
was
to
like,
guess
the
how
Cardinals
many
haven't won that
the
21 times.
Chicago Cubs have?
10.
10's a good guess.
8.
8,
Oh,
Split difference.
Yeah, 9.
11.
Hmm. Okay.
All right, what else do I have on here? Okay. MLB teams hitting at least 250 for the entire team. In 2005, 30 teams. In 2010, 20 teams.
It's going to probably just get lower.
Oh yeah, much lower.
2015, 18 teams.
Wow.
In 2020, the COVID shortened season, 12 teams. Anybody want to guess how many last year hit 250 or better?
As
The
a
whole team.
7.
7's a good guess.
10.
10's a good guess.
8.
Nick?
12.
6.
Wow.
Wow.
Since 2005, what
Incredible.
is the lowest number and what year?
So there's one lower than that. That's incredible.
That's
How can that be?
yeah.
We'll go with
Less than 6
4.
teams in the whole league?
And what
we'll
year?
go with 2021.
Anybody have any other guesses?
2020 seems too obvious.
I will say Mike is dead on one of those two stats. He said 4 and 21.
I'm gonna guess the 4 is correct, but the year, I
Okay.
don't know, 2022.
Okay.
COVID year was 2020.
Well, they already gave us.
I gave you
short
the
I
COVID
already
year, it
gave
was
us
12.
that one. Yeah.
No, it's not that year.
I'm just thinking maybe because of recovery from that, maybe 2021 would be
Post
a
steroid.
bad year.
Oh, man.
From 2005 to now.
So basically 20 seasons.
I mean, now you can have a long career as a 240 hitter.
Which is just incredible.
Yeah. Used to be you never even got in the league if you couldn't hit that good.
So either 4
Unless
is
you were a
right
very specific
or
position player.
2021
Like,
is
your pitchers
right.
didn't
I'm gonna go
necessarily
with
have to be
2021.
You're gonna say 2021 is right.
I'm gonna go with 3.
Daniel says 4 is right. You're saying 3, and you said what, 22?
Yeah.
Yep.
David,
21.
you're saying 21 and how many?
Well, I'm going to say that 21 is the correct one.
The correct year,
But how many
teams?
teams?
5. Yes, I went 3. So
2021 is correct.
yeah.
5 is correct.
Wow. Still, for me to pick
It's
one of our right.
I know.
He's
He's-
From the
Yeah,
beginning.
Mike's
Yeah.
the one that pretty much got that one, not me.
Yep.
That's brilliant.
When it made it easier when I basically said
Yep.
he was
But
he was half right.
just think about that for a second. you
Here's
know,
here's a
Five
great
teams.
stat.
that's incredible.
You brought up the big unit earlier, which Mike and I are still pissed off that the Cubs did not trade for Randy Johnson in '98 because we had the greatest T-shirt idea ever. We have Wood and a Big Johnson.
Yeah, that would have been good. For sure.
We're all 12.
Yeah.
Anyways, in 1998,
And we would have made that shirt.
We would.
Somebody else would have come up with that. And
Oh.
maybe that would have been our $1 million idea.
Yeah.
probably
there you
would have,
go.
but they never fucking traded for Randy Johnson.
Nope.
In 1998, the Mariners told Randy Johnson that extending him is not a good investment and promptly traded him. He finished the season 10-1 with a 1.28 ERA and started a string of absolute dominance, winning the next 4 Cy Young Awards and a World Series MVP. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think there was a point. I think I remember seeing something about when he was struggling in like his first season or so. He was playing against Nolan Ryan, and Nolan Ryan just gave him some suggestions.
Yeah.
Say just keep doing what you do, maybe do a little thing. And like I said, and then he ended up having this like incredible career.
So we're going to circle back to Tony Gwynn before I get to a couple more really fun things. Tony Gwynn, against these 5 pitchers, you're going to tell me what you think his average was and how many strikeouts he had against these pitchers.
I already know he is 415 with no strikeouts against bad.
It was 429.
or 429.
How about John Smoltz? First, what was the average?
385.
385?
330.
330?
I was gonna go more like 370.
370?
So about 345.
How many strikeouts? None.
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 1.
1.
I'm gonna echo him and go
1.
one.
So 2 of you got 1 of them right. He had 1 strikeout against John Smoltz. He hit 462.
Wow. That's really something.
Absolutely.
Tom Glavine. Average.
Oh,
Maybe that'll be lower just because at that point he's going with the
420.
left-hander who had the
425.
400. Even
400.
410.
410.
go 390.
390 is the closest. How many strikeouts?
We'll do 1 again.
1.
I'm gonna do one.
1. 1.
I'm gonna go 0.
0. He hit 312 against Tom Glavine.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
The 3 foot.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a slouch.
2 strikeouts.
Strikeout. So Glavine had his.
By the way, I love the last
Has
name
the
on this
number.
list.
Well, this is the scary part. He had his number, but he still hit.
Right. Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
hit
I said.
300.
Hit 312.
Yeah.
Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Hershiser.
Yep.
Average. Another lefty.
All right. So 320.
320,
Yeah, I'll go 325.
325,
338.
338,
I'm gonna go really crazy. I'm gonna go down to 300.
300. All right. Everybody's in the ballpark. Strikeouts.
0.
0.
3.
3.
3.
3.
I was going exactly with 3.
Yeah.
but-
Everybody is in the ballpark. So against Oral Hershiser, Tony Gwynn hit 321. We had a 325.
I was at 320.
Oh, you were, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Strikeouts?
25.
Damn it.
Wow.
Well, if you were a
So you can
lefty,
see lefties had a little
yeah,
better.
they had
luck.
a little bit of a chance.
Does
against
make
them.
sense.
Somebody's
Yeah.
favorite pitchers on this list. It's the last pitcher.
Okay.
The Nolan Express, Nolan Ryan.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Average.
412.
300.
I'm gonna go with my 333.
I was gonna go right to that same thing, right around that 333, 335 area.
Okay. Strikeout.
2.
I'm gonna guess 5.
2.
I'm gonna go just because he was a strikeout guy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump it up to like I'm gonna give him double digits against Tony Gwynn.
Oh wow.
So 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Two people are very close on both of these.
Okay.
One of these definitely knows Nolan Ryan. Tony Gwynn hit 302
Yep.
Wow.
against Nolan Ryan,
Yep.
and he struck out 9 times.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, as
there you
Mike
go.
said, there's a reason why he was the strikeout king.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you think about that, then that may very well be the greatest pitcher of all
Yeah.
time.
Oh, hands down.
Facing
Yeah.
one of the and maybe the
Yeah.
greatest hitter of all
Yeah.
time.
Probably the greatest pure hitter.
Yeah.
of all
Pure
time.
hitter,
Yeah.
I would go
absolutely.
like
So
he was never gonna go for power.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
He was just gonna basically
He was always getting a base
I
hit.
say,
yeah, he was gonna be like,
Tony
you're
Gwynn.
gonna play me this way, I'm gonna hit the ball that way.
Yep.
If I could, I could name 5 right off the bat. Be Tony Gwynn, Pete Rose, Wade Boggs,
Oh, Boggs was great.
Yeah.
Ted Williams.
They were just professional
Yeah,
hitters.
There's
Yeah.
4.
And
Ty
literally, like,
Yeah, Ty
like I said,
Cobb.
they could see what was
Yeah.
coming to them, and they're like, okay, if you're gonna throw it to me outside, I'm gonna adjust for it, and I'm
Yep.
gonna.
I'm gonna choke up, hit
if
it
an
opposite
umpire-
field.
If an umpire called a questionable strike, they knew damn well it was a ball.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
This is one I shared with Mike the other day, and it kind of resonates with me because I was that kid, and I know you guys were that kid. Nobody understands the lifelong bond between a boy and a mediocre Major League Baseball player he watched growing up. Who is your mediocre baseball player you watched growing up that you absolutely love, and everybody else is like, who the fuck are you talking about? Because I have one for 2 teams.
I mean, I think for me, the thing is where I live.
I have one.
I mostly heard and I saw Tigers games.
Mhm.
Yep.
So it's going to end up being, I mean, again, not mediocre, but it's a guy like Tom Brookins, like not
Yep.
a great
Yep.
player, but did his job well.
I have another
And if you're
Tiger,
not a Tiger fan, you really
Right.
aren't going to know Tom Brookins.
100%.
Mickey Telton.
Who I loved Mickey.
Yeah,
Telton.
Mickey Telton.
That was going to be mine, but
Yeah.
I will take
He
another one because
Had that big chaw in his mouth
Yeah.
that was bigger than the baseball.
Yeah.
But
mine's Kirk Gibson.
yes.
But I think of
I think Gibson is a star,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I do too, but here's the thing. I can recognize that I'm 100% self-biased because he was
Yeah.
one of my absolute
Oh, for
favorite
sure.
players as a
Yeah.
kid. But if
Huh?
you look at his numbers,
Yeah, he
and
only
his
had a
whole
few good
season,
seasons. He only
Right.
had a few.
yeah,
He
he was
did.
a
good
very
seasons.
average player, but he was one of my
Oh,
favorites.
for sure.
Yeah.
As a kid, that's
Yeah.
the problem. I forget being a kid.
Yeah, but you had that one ball player that you're like, man, I love him, even though he might not be very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying as a kid, I don't know. I gotta figure out. I'm still young to
You
myself.
could be teens.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
Cubs one is my teens.
Yeah,
So,
Mickey
like,
Telton's my teens. Yeah,
he
for
and-
sure.
Even
Yeah.
when he and I were talking about it,
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
but-
I was way older. I was like an adult when he was playing. But
Yeah.
what was the
Doug
one guy-
DeCenzo.
No, the guy from the Tigers.
Oh,
Doug DeCenzo. Yeah.
2 Tigers that I
Yeah.
was like Torey Luvello
Okay.
and Scott Lusader.
Scott
The
Lusader.
one-
Yeah.
The one like white guy, third baseman, but always seemed to be able to make.
Oh,
a hit.
Brandon Inge.
Yeah,
Yep.
Brandon
Inge.
Inge.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Ingy.
He's
Yeah.
just one of the
Yeah.
ones.
Guy like
Mike said it. He's like that third baseman that played for the Tigers
Yeah.
like
You mean
15 years ago. And I'm like, oh, Brandon Inge. And
Yeah,
it's
just
just
like-
like, yeah.
was never
Well, that was
Right.
a
like
stud,
watch
but like literally, if you
Nick-
wanted a clutch
Bobby
hit,
Higginson.
Yeah,
was
yeah, he-
Bobby
yeah,
Higginson,
He's
yeah.
pure retired.
And
Yeah,
and
I
you
mean-
talk about Brandon Inch, just a good
Well,
guy.
And
Yeah.
Bobby
Just a
Higginson was the
good
same-
human.
Same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm so blessed. Like, right, we have the Whitecaps here, and so I just getting to watch. You know, because you want to watch
because
Brandon Inch start out as a
Yeah.
Whitecaps, and then you get to watch
a
him go
handful of
into-
them, yeah, a handful of them will
Yep.
make it to
Oh yeah, you know,
play.
you look at Nicky C, right? I mean, Nicky
Yeah.
C's still one of my favorite players currently, just because he's.
Or even at this
funny.
point when a guy gets injured who's already in there, like they come up and play a couple
Oh
of games
God,
Right,
yes, when I
yeah.
got to go
when they're
watch,
first coming off
Yeah.
injury.
And-
when I got to
Yep.
go watch, oh, Roger, oh my gosh, Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? He
Yeah.
he went to the
Wow.
Whitecaps.
Yeah, he did.
And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's awesome.
Kenny
Or just is
Rogers.
there if they
Yeah.
wanted to stay, like, you know, you pick up a guy that just as they get older and aren't able to be there, they just go
Yeah.
down to help bring up to teach the young kids.
Yeah.
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 Inge was fun, but
It was.
Oh gosh, you know, there was this guy, I don't even think he became a major, but his name was Jake Anthony, played for the Whitecaps back in the day. I don't know. I'd get so many autographs from that kid, and I thought he was gonna be great, and then I just never made it, right? It's like, oh man.
So I have one more stat I want to hit, and then I want to talk about some rules,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
we'll
so-
try to wrap up because we're in a couple hours. If you take away all of Hank Aaron's home runs,
Yep.
does he have 300 hits?
Yes.
Or 3,000 hits?
Yes.
Nick says yes.
I'm gonna guess yes.
We got two
Yeah,
yeses.
well, that would mean, basically you're saying he would have to have about 3,800 career hits,
Yeah.
3,700. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
I think so. Well, I mean, if they're not home runs, but they turn into like a double or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Take away his 755 home runs, he still has over 3,000
Yeah.
hits,
There you go.
which I think is
Yeah, it's incredible.
phenomenal.
Yeah, no, he's another one that is hands down one of the greatest.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I think the only reason it puts like somebody like a Joe DiMaggio or a Willie Mays up there is just because defensively they were just also incredible.
So we know some of the rule changes that have come out. I want to talk about some of those, and I want to talk about the deal with ESPN here, and then I want to talk about a proposed rule change that I just saw that's just a fan suggestion. So first off, ESPN and MLB, they're done now.
Yep.
They're
Really?
they're not going to partner anymore
Okay.
because MLB feels that they don't give a shit about baseball, and I don't disagree. They really don't give a shit
No.
about baseball, and as a network, ESPN sucks.
And hands down, yes. I mean,
They
at this
do.
point, they're very much focusing on football and basketball.
And basketball.
And
but that's
every
be-
league they
that's because they have spent $1 billion
Yeah.
on basketball.
Yep.
Well,
They've got to promote it. Their livelihood depends on it.
here's the question I have. So, like, MLB.TV is a thing. You can purchase it and
Yeah.
watch all the games, but you can't watch blackout games.
Yeah.
So, if you want to build
is
your
stupid.
brand,
Yeah.
aren't you? If somebody's like, I'm going to pay $130 a year for this, aren't you giving them every fucking game?
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Blackout games, I thought they were so stupid with the NFL. Watching it on TV is a different experience than in person. They're not competing with each other.
And,
No, they're
and
really
Nowadays,
Yeah.
they're not.
in baseball.
they are.
If
And all
you're
the-
going to go to a game, that's an event.
Yep.
It is.
And you've planned it out, and you're either going to go to it or you're not. And you're not going to say, "Well, I'll just sit home and watch it on TV if I can." That's
Which-
different.
Which speaks to when we were messaging back and forth about this earlier this week, a comment that I made, and I'll repeat it here. Part of what's going on is Major League Baseball doesn't really understand
No.
the sports world, the media world environment that it's in right now, and it still has this operating mindset that, oh yeah, people wait all year to watch the World Series, and it is a special event. We put it on TV at 9 o'clock at night
Yeah.
because it's so special that people out west are going to stay up late to
Yeah.
watch it. I'm purposely talking like a sarcastic asshole because it's so out of date thinking.
Yeah.
And ESPN, I think, partially understood that and weren't willing to pay all the money that
Yeah.
Major League Baseball wanted. But then there's two things I think that go into this. There's the ESPN or whatever the media company side of it is.
Mhm.
They're also partially guilty of the same type of thinking. ESPN signed multi-year contracts with these major sports organizations and obviously had to pay so much money for it. that they had no choice to do whatever it took to get people to watch. They don't think they were able to get enough of those people to watch when it came to MLB. They weren't going to pay any more money for it.
Well, here's the question I have for all of you. So since 2015, in the last 10 years, raise your hand if you've watched 20 World Series games, start to finish,
The
Since
last 10 years,
2015?
since 2015. So since the Royals won in 15. So no Tigers, only
No,
Cubs Reds.
I haven't watched 10.
I said 20.
20. Have you
Not
watched
20.
20 start to end?
Oh, no.
Not 20 start to end.
Have you watched
No.
15 games start to end?
No.
Mm-mm. Not World Series?
Not start to
I have
end.
watched it when I've
The-
cared about the player teams
Yeah,
that are in
The
there.
Cubs.
Have you watched 10 start to end?
Yeah, I have.
I can tell you right now, I've watched 8.
Yeah.
7 of them, no, 6 of them were Cubs games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Because we didn't watch
Right.
I
game
think.
4.
Yeah.
It would have been game 4, I believe.
Yeah.
The Saturday game in Chicago, the first game in Chicago, when they
Yeah.
got their ass kicked by the at the time Indians.
Yeah.
yeah.
We shut that shit off in like the 4th inning and watched other stuff.
Yeah. Because we were getting tired of.
Yeah. I'm right.
Yeah.
Well, even then, like, so many of the games
Well,
last year were worth watching.
You're probably
Right.
the biggest TV baseball fan here. Have you
Oh,
watched more than 10 World Series games start to finish
World Series games?
in the last 10 years?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched last year. I watched 3. I probably watched 3 of
The,
them.
the only professional sporting event
But like,
that is a national draw is the Super Bowl.
Because
And-
it's a single game.
But fuck, it's been that way for
50
20
years,
Yeah.
40 years.
It's
probably,
not
actually.
like this
Well,
should be
I'll go
news
back
to
like
MLB.
Right now, I've only watched hockey games if it was the Stanley Cups and the Hawks were in it.
Well, I
I have not watched
right.
one NBA Finals game
Oh,
since Michael
yeah.
Jordan retired
Right,
the second
yeah.
time.
And I
That
still
was-
hear a lot of, I
Yes.
still hear a lot of people. These are even true football fans
Pistons-
who are like,
Right.
they should just put the Super Bowl as a Saturday evening game,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
they should.
Sunday becomes your recovery
that's
day.
so
Right.
funny to me.
Bill and I used to watch wrestling quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, WWE has moved all of their pay-per-views to Saturday night.
Hands
Yeah.
down, it's a better idea.
I agree.
Wants to stay up until 11:30 on a Sunday
Right.
fucking night.
If it's not your
But
team.
even with that, at least with the Super Bowl, it starts at a more reasonable time.
Right.
No, you're still not done till 10.
No.
No, you're still not done
But
time. And
there's
if
a
you
bit-
watch all
What's
the-
funny
yeah.
though is this year, so I've had to spend a lot of time in Chicago because of my job the last couple months. I watched more of the Super Bowl this year because there it's an hour earlier.
Yeah, it is.
And I didn't give a fuck
And
about
that helps.
either
It makes
team
a
in there.
difference, 'cause
But
you're
it
like,
did.
when you're
I'm watching the pregame in my hotel room. What else am I gonna do?
yeah,
I'm like, oh
you're
yeah,
not gonna go out. You're not gonna go out to the bar and drink.
right,
No.
right. I'm like, fuck, this starts soon. This is great, And that hour extra does make a big difference.
So one year I was in LA for the Super Bowl. It was done at like 6:45 at night.
Yeah.
Great.
Shit, we can go do other stuff
Right,
now. This
yeah.
is great.
Well, imagine if you were like in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're watching it at like
Noon.
watching it at noon. Yeah.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
This would be perfect.
I've
It
never
would.
understood.
Again, I can watch
It
it at
would.
9 in the morning. I'm good.
I never
I agree.
completely understood
like,
the mindset that
No.
Major League Baseball seems to have. They think, and maybe it's part because again, the ancient mindset. They still think they are absolutely Ed. They
Yeah.
throw everything on as they think it's got to be the last thing that
Right,
somebody's going to
yeah.
do for the day. So we're
Uh-huh.
going to put it on as late as possible.
know,
No,
And
it would-
that's going to be the way we get everybody to
But- and-
anticipate it.
I
Oh,
think
it
I
doesn't
think even
work.
first
doesn't
pitch
work.
around in the World Series,
4
maybe
o'clock.
even like
4 o'clock.
7:20.
Well, 4 o'clock.
and that's
Because then you're getting West Coast
But-
who are
Good.
able to
At
watch
1
it.
o'clock. You know what?
as
So
our
they can't watch
Yeah.
it. They listen to
And-
the first 3 innings on the fucking radio.
as our dad always likes
If
to
it's
point
gonna
out.
get
That's
wide,
how
it's
it
probably
used.
more than the first three.
But
That's how it used
Probably
to be.
talking almost the full game of the radio.
Again,
The 1984
I can even go with
series. Those games were 4:05 first
And
pitches.
all of us have identified that, guess what? We never watch the World Series games. So what Major League
Or you
Baseball is
adjust it.
doing right now clearly isn't working. I would
Yeah.
recommend,
Or you adjust it based on who's playing.
Yes.
Like if you've got West
Yeah.
Coast teams playing,
Again,
play it later.
but
that
that's
would
the thing.
that's
I
involves them
always-
accepting the fact that it's not a
You
national
got it.
draw.
Is it?
here's the question.
It never will be.
No,
None
it
of-
won't.
None
No.
of the the 7-game series championships are a national
No.
draw.
They're not.
With the exception of the people in this room, who's the biggest baseball fan that you know?
My grandpa,
How old is Archie?
7.
Right. Is
Yeah.
it what's the next one?
Fuck, I wouldn't know.
Right.
Dad.
Yeah. How old is Dad?
He's 76,
Okay.
77.
77.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anybody else besides Dad?
Well, he's not alive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, yeah, Tom would have been.
Those,
Yeah.
those are the two. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
You?
Of people I know, I don't know a lot of other people outside of
Yeah.
this room that are baseball fans.
Tribs.
Trips.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Tribs.
But Trips is close to 60.
Yeah.
Tribs is older than us. Agreed. But again,
And he grew up in an area where
yeah, you grew
he
up in
had
New
a
York. He was a
baseball-
Yankees
he had-
fan.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
My daughter?
I
Yeah.
do know one other
Is
one.
she gonna watch a ton of? She don't watch a ton of baseball.
I do.
she doesn't grow up with you as her.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Father.
never watches it.
There
She
was
doesn't
one
watch
other
football.
person I know.
Yeah.
And he's young, but he's also a professional umpire, like moving up into.
That'll do it.
He eventually will be an
Some of
MLB
these
umpire.
People I don't really interact with. Like you look
Right.
at like
That's
somebody
it.
went to play
Yeah.
well. Like John Pettit is probably
Yeah.
huge
Right. But yeah,
baseball fan.
he's a Facebook friend, but you don't interact with
He's
him on a
played,
daily
yeah, but
basis.
he
He is.
played baseball. He still umpires.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about some of the rules that are out there that have changed recently, but I want to talk about this proposal that a fan had put out. He said, if I was in charge of MLB, I would add one more rule. The rule would state that when a team lifts their starting pitcher, they lose the DH for the rest of the game.
That would be
Hmm.
really, really
It will
interesting.
improve
Yeah.
the game by incentivizing organizations to develop pitchers, not just throwers.
Yeah.
Strategy comes back into baseball with double switches.
But you never will
You-
see it.
You please the DH fan and the non-DH fan, because again, I want the pitcher hit.
Agreed.
too.
I do
Totally
too.
agree. No,
I
that's-
totally agree.
The recent rule
Yeah.
changes, that's the worst rule.
Yeah,
change.
it
Other
is.
than- Other than outlawing the shift. Because again, if you can't,
If you can't hit
Okay.
against the shift, then you suck.
Yeah.
I agree.
Most
Yeah.
importantly, we will start to have starting pitchers who are stars again, guys who go deep into games, marquee pitching matchups.
Yep.
No more openers, no more bullpen games.
Mhm.
no.
Hey, but you got to get MLB to stop promoting the game
They
as
won't.
nothing but home run derby because
won't.
that's what they
Right.
think the solution to their
Like I
fan
said,
base
yeah.
problem is. They
100%.
think that you got to get it so in a typical inning,
Yep.
you hit 3 home runs and then you
Yeah.
have 3 guys struck out. If you asked Rob Manfred his ideal baseball game, he would tell you that. Here's what
Yep.
I want. If it's a 9-inning game, I want the final score to be, like 27 to 26.
Mhm.
Each team hit 2 or 3 home runs.
Yep.
Every half inning they were up, and all the other guys struck out.
Yep.
That's what I want.
And that's that. And the non-true baseball fans want to see that.
Yeah.
But the true baseball fans want to see pitcher duel.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
defensive duo.
Strategy
and
on the bases.
Strategy in
those,
game.
yeah, strategy on the bases. Yeah.
Yep.
Home runs are great. Who doesn't fucking love a shortstop diving in the 5-6 hole
Yeah.
Right.
and making a fucking throw from his knees across the diamond to get a guy by
Right.
half a fucking step? That's great.
That's baseball.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the sport.
Or
That's-
guys,
I-
or guys stealing home in a clutch situation. That's
100%.
one of the greatest plays in any
Yeah.
professional sport.
Yep.
But like I said, and it making the
Griffey
bases,
climbing the wall.
Right.
making
Yeah.
making the bases a little bigger, so more apt to steal is fun.
Yep.
Pitch count, and limiting how
Yep.
often the pitcher can go to first base is great
Yep.
because it literally
I'm
makes
fine
them
with
throw
that.
the ball.
Yeah, I
Yep.
do like the pitch clock.
I like the limiting the pitchers is great.
Yeah, making them actually go
Yeah.
in and face a few.
Yeah.
first-
I'm sorry, AJ Hinch.
Yeah.
That ruined your little bubble, but I
Yeah.
love it.
we talked about earlier because you guys were against the runner at second.
Yeah.
I'm against the runner
Yeah,
at second.
I do not like
That's
that.
a softball thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should absolutely give the offense an advantage when it comes to extra innings because nobody wants to watch a 19-inning game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But put them on first.
Put them on first.
And
base,
I
okay?
like that.
Go-
Put 'em on
Keep
first.
immediately in score because
Yeah.
the difference in softball is they
Yeah.
can't lead off.
Correct. There's no leading off. There's no throwing
Yeah.
to the base.
Yeah. Literally, that's what makes the difference. If you're going to still keep them being able to lead off, then they have to be on first.
Yep. You were gonna say something.
Honestly, like I enjoy watching a 19-inning game if it doesn't start at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing it helps with is if they still, as long as you still turn off the beer at 7.
If we're at the game and it goes 19 innings, let's say it starts at noon, and it
Yeah.
goes 19 innings. They stop selling beer in the 7th.
Which is fine.
That's not
not anymore.
no,
They
that's
stopped.
not fine.
They stopped.
That wouldn't be
not
fine.
fine.
I don't even drink, and that's not fine.
I don't drink a lot of ball games, but if you're going to keep
No,
it there for
yeah,
19 innings,
yeah.
you might need to give me a couple.
Agreed.
Keep
Yeah,
the beer
you
flowing.
better keep it
All the way.
flowing. Yeah.
Then you
Well,
don't.
they stopped. I mean,
The
they
teams
stopped,
would want
stopping
you.
at 7th inning stretch now.
Yeah.
Which
They're-
is
they all go 9.
Do they really?
Yeah, because I just looked it up. It's like most stadiums are now letting you drink throughout the whole game.
throughout the whole game.
I think a lot of them nowadays
averaging-
have like social areas around them.
Well,
no
and then-
people are
Yeah,
going
you
to
go
stay.
to America Park, and basically it's a gigantic sports
But
bar.
it also-
There's some
Same
seats
at
there.
Wrigley now.
I think the way they incentivize you to drink responsibly is with the cost now.
Yeah, that's
yeah, but
that.
there's still you still see.
Oh, you
the-
mean you don't want to spend $18 on a
you
Bud
still
Light?
see the cup stakes at Wrigley Field, so there's
Oh, yeah,
a
and,
lot-
yeah.
The last time I listened to a game at
pretty
Comerica
much the
Park,
entire left field.
one of the two guys in front of us clearly was not being slowed down by the price of that
No.
beer, because that guy could barely even walk to his seat, and the game hadn't even started.
Yeah, the
yet.
game hadn't even started yet. Yeah.
I was even at the game with you.
So even the idea that going to a live game is an
Yeah,
event.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're literally going to be like,
You are.
It's
I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna
Right.
spend money. It's
if
like
you have a $5 or $10 ticket,
No,
like a fucking
it's not.
we
Right.
so Mike and
Not
I
even-
got tickets to the Pride game for the Cubs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gay?
Huh?
Gay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you get a free jersey, and that's
the two
great.
that are wearing their pride jerseys.
We got bleacher seats because, of course, at Wrigley, that's where you want to be.
go, and we'll get there to make sure we're on the right field.
After
Yeah.
fees, it's like almost $80 for
it's-
one
Yeah,
fucking
I know,
seat.
it's insane.
Still, I
One
mean,
game. One game.
One game.
yeah, it won't be the same. Like when we go to
If you're at-
Colorado, it won't probably be that
Half
much.
that.
And,
We'll get a cheaper ticket. We don't have
we're
to
gonna
sit there.
sit in the, yeah,
and I'll be honest with
I
you,
mean, we're not gonna do upper deck, but
That's-
we're gonna find.
We're gonna find a decent price.
that
Yeah.
is a ton of money to pay for a ticket, but I will do it, but I'm only going to probably do it once a year.
Once or twice a year, right?
That's exactly it.
We're
I'm
talking.
at the point too. I don't
You could
even
probably do the
Whitecaps
Hawaiian
games.
shirt game at
Right.
Wrigley Field
Yeah.
too.
The Whitecaps are getting too expensive.
They're like $20 a fucking
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
minor league
Right.
teams.
Did I give you dates
Single A ball.
for
It's like the
Lugnuts
Lug-
or Whitecaps?
Lug
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
So
Oh, Lug Nuts is cheaper.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
right?
is.
Like, but
Yeah. But not a lot.
It's $20. $20 for the Whitecaps, right? I think there's $17 seats for League One. But I think you guys still have $12 seats, or
Yeah.
something, which is a little bit more like. But dude, if I walk in there, like if I can go on a Tuesday and it's $2 beer day, and if I can throw $20 and have a great entire 3 hours, like,
Yeah.
I'm happier than shit.
Yeah.
But like to go and spend, hundreds of dollars every time, I just can't do
Yeah.
that.
No.
Yeah,
no
if
one's
you're
gonna-
going to take your family with you, and you could walk out of there a poor man
Oh,
if you had more than one or two people. with you.
So Mike and I do Star Wars nights at the ball games because we dress up and run around and shit. And you helped at the Lugnuts game last
That
year.
was a blast.
We were the first 2 people there. What did you do while nobody was there?
Sat and watched batting practice.
Ah.
And
yes.
how many balls did you get?
Like 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Mike just went running for balls.
Their setup is that
See,
is a
way better.
cool setup.
It is.
I enjoyed myself.
at
We-
that they-
We used to
stadium.
go.
I love how it's built into the ground,
Yup.
and you can literally be at like
Yeah.
concourse level.
I remember
It'd be on the sidewalk up
Yeah.
the street.
going to Tigers when the Tigers played the Oakland A's in 1980. I think it was 7. Going to that game with the Bash Brothers,
Oh yeah.
and Dad insisted on getting there early because to watch the batting practice.
Yep.
Yep.
When we did, Don Caitlin and I did the Pride Cubs game last year, which is where I got this awesome uniform from. And we get in, Caitlin knows where we want to sit in the right field bleachers, so she just makes a beeline for the seats. I'm gonna grab drinks and food, so I
Yep.
go grab a couple hot dogs, I grab a couple beers, I walk down. Go ahead, David. I grab a couple beers. I end up walking down.
Yep.
I get down there and they have a baseball, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" And Dawn's like, "We got a baseball."
That's so cool.
Cool. And we're sitting next to these people from Kansas City who came because they wanted to see Wrigley Field, and they're
Yeah.
Royals fans, but they want
Right.
to see Wrigley. And Dawn says to him, "Hey, if we get another ball, we'll give it to you guys." So she goes to get. They had this huge yard Cubs baseball bat where you could put drinks in.
Oh yeah, I've seen those at Comerica Park.
Yeah, so
yeah,
she
I
went
know what you're
around
talking
and
about.
found
Yeah.
the margarita one, so
yeah.
she could get Caitlin a blue margarita.
Yep.
And she comes back, and as she's coming back, she got another fucking ball.
That's so
So
cool.
these guys got a ball.
Yeah,
too.
that's really cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So I know David left. We're at 2 hours
Yeah.
and 15 minutes here. We should start wrapping up because I already got people texting me about lunch.
I need,
Yeah.
I need food.
Yeah.
I gotta cure this hangover a little bit.
So, parting words. We're gonna start over
Well,
here.
real quick, I guess
Yeah,
we're
go
gonna
ahead.
talk about just so what do you guys think about the rule that they're trying to do for the batters to be able to challenge a pitch?
So we're talking about robot umpires, and I watched a little bit of it. I'm not against it. Like, I do like the human element, but I also hate the human element when I see Greg Maddux pitching and he throws a ball 3 feet outside, and they're like,
And he was never even as bad as Glavine. Glavine was the worst.
so much worse. But I mean, they're setting up in the other batter's box, and just because they hit the glove, it's a strike. That's bullshit. No,
Yeah.
no.
And
So
I agree.
I'm not against it, but I do like the challenge procedure. I think that's kind of neat.
I don't. The challenge to me seems a little counterintuitive because maybe that's not the right term, but in theory, a robot is not arbitrary. So how can you challenge something that's not arbitrary, whereas
question.
the human is? But I get it. My whole thing with a robot umpire is it's got to be smarter than what it is now because every single baseball player is unique. So the strike zone, in theory, is the knees and elbows or whatever they determine now to each player.
Yeah.
So then the stupid robot has to be smart enough to figure that out.
Well, I think again, if you have a real umpire back there, and I know
Yeah.
this is near and dear to your heart because you're an umpire,
Mm-hmm.
you have a real umpire back there. Okay, challenge that pitch.
Yes.
Hey, I don't think, let's say Joe
Yes.
West, because he sucks.
Right.
I don't think
Yeah.
Joe saw that real well. Can we
Right.
take another look at that?
And I fully agree. It should be a human umpire, and if you're worried, and it should still be like,
Yeah.
yes. Then
Maybe-
you look at the
Right.
I don't know what the rules around it are. Maybe you get one in that
Yeah.
bat.
I mean, to me,
no more than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Yeah,
do
I'm
it.
fine with
Have
that.
guys-
Yeah.
But imagine, like I said, does
Yeah.
Glavine have the career he does?
No.
but why argue with the computer? To me, that's
No.
Yeah,
stupid.
it should know. That's its
yeah.
job.
right, Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
No, I fully agree. And then, like you said, and then yes, like it shouldn't be a matter of like there shouldn't be if it's outside of that arbitrary box that
Right.
they create, it should be more than a certain percentage
Yep.
out. Like if it's only like
Right. Yeah.
this far outside the box,
Right.
it should end up all of a sudden
Right.
being a ball.
And the arbitrary box has to be player to player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it hard for me
Yeah.
is I think you lose respect and credibility
Yeah.
for an umpire. I mean, as
Yeah.
you said, if this is a ball or a strike
Yeah.
by a millimeter, by a
Right.
fucking string,
Yeah.
why are we challenging that, right? Like,
Yeah.
No.
I understand.
If it's on the black, if it's close,
Yeah.
you don't challenge.
But Nick, your strike zone is going to be different than mine.
Absolutely, right? I mean, I know mine's very low, right? Like compared to,
But I mean, if you're a batter,
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I'm 6'1", you're
Yeah,
5'4".
right?
Yeah. No, it's
But and from what I've heard so far with the spring training games I've listed, Dickerson and I can't remember who he's doing it now with, but they said that's not figured out yet.
No.
I'm like, how can it be?
Well-
They were dumbfounded by it.
I'm sitting there the other day and I start reading an article and I didn't know Tito was coaching again. So like Terry Francona retired 2 years ago
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to coach it, and all of a sudden Tito's coaching again.
Yeah.
And he was talking about it. He's like, I told my guys, you're not doing that shit. We're not using that in the regular season, so I don't want you challenging anything. Just ignore the whole thing.
Interesting.
Which makes sense because they're not
Yeah.
using it in the regular
no,
season.
you have to play preseason like you would play the regular
Yeah,
season.
Absolutely.
it's practice.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and
Yeah.
somebody got in the box. I think it was against Scherzer the other day, and the pitch was right down the middle, and he questioned it just to give Scherzer shit,
Yeah.
which I think is hilarious. I would do
Yeah.
that to my friends too.
Yeah. In spring training, yes.
Yeah, you would do it in spring training.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it in real.
If you did that in
Right.
a real game, the next time you were up, you're probably getting hit.
Yeah, you're
100%.
getting ahead.
Has anybody here, more for you? Has anybody here watched the documentary on the 2003 Red Sox? So they're going back and forth in this documentary, and they're talking about, well, Clemens hit so and so, and Pedro's on the bench, and he just went up to whoever got hit, and he's like, "Who do you want?" And he's like, "Well, I want Jeter." He's like, "All right." So he threw up and into like two people, including Jeter.
Wow.
And it was a fascinating talk about, you know, what they think about when they're doing it. It was a
Yeah.
great
Interesting.
documentary. So, all right. How'd you like your drinks?
I mean, they're a good beer for
For the price,
the
especially.
price. Yeah, like I said, a 15-pack for not overly expensive.
Any final thoughts on baseball for this
I'm
upcoming
excited
season?
for the year. Like I said, we're going to the
Mhm.
Pride game. I know we're planning to try to go to the Hawaiian shirt game.
Yeah.
You know,
For
we
you.
want to do the
Toronto.
Toronto game,
And maybe Cleveland
maybe
now.
Cleveland.
for
I'm
you.
like, do we work it out where when we go to Toronto, try to hit Detroit on the way back?
I mean, I'm down.
You literally, if you cross over in Windsor, you're literally right there.
You are.
Yeah.
Daniel, last thoughts for this episode?
I'm excited for the baseball. I am, but I always am. The way the Tigers finished last year, you know, I'll echo many other people that say this. It's not unique to me, but as long as they're playing meaningful baseball in August, I consider the season a success.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy.
That's exactly it. You want them
Yep.
to be playing their best ball.
One team can win the World Series.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Well, and I think the thing I always love about baseball is it's the spring.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Everything's
Yeah,
coming
it-
back. You
For sure.
want,
It
like,
does.
if you live in Southern California, you may not give a shit
Right.
because it's
Yeah.
warm most of the time, but
Right.
we're in Michigan.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
cold.
Yeah. Especially this year. We had a real winter.
Like,
Right.
you go to games in Chicago, Detroit, whatever it may
Yeah.
be, in that March, April
Yeah.
timeframe. There's going to be days when you're going to be in some pretty cold
Yeah,
weather.
you are. Yep.
But you know that come May, June,
Yeah.
it's going to be nice.
It's going to be nice. Yep.
Final thoughts, Mr.
So
Yeah.
as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. I finally finished my beer. My stomach is hurting from finishing it so strong. Well, the only thing I'm gonna say is go Tigers. So
All right. Thanks for joining us as always. This is our favorite episode of the year because we get to meet up with some of our good friends and my oldest friends, honestly, Dave and Dan. I love you guys so much. We will be back with Bucks and Brews, I think, this week because Nick's feeling a little better. Maybe not this week because he's got big eyes. So maybe this week, maybe not. We don't know. I will get this episode up
And I'll
fairly
be in
soon, though.
studio again sometime during that first week of April.
We will. So thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll talk again very, very soon.
You've dialed in
To Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
stuff.
they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
brews.
Bucks and brews.